I'm so good at that. Anyway, now here we actually are with my voice. Yay! I'm so good at talking to the screen while I'm still on mute. I love when I do that. Thanks, Chandela. I thought this screen was super cute as well, and love you too, Bobby. If we have any viewers on Twitch right now, if you don't mind dropping in the chat, just giving a quick hello. I just want to see if the chat box on our stream actually works, because I've never used this setting before, so I do want to see how that works. Yay! Okay, cool. The chat box does work. Unfortunately, the chat box does only work for Twitch viewers. And yes, now you can hear because I made a boo-boo and thought, I don't know, I'm dumb. I made a boo-boo. All right.
All right. Molly, is your character all leveled up?
No, I'm terrible.
Okay.
I made big boo-boo on big levels. So right now I'm picking out my ancestry feat.
Merry Christmas, winner! You should. Get on it. Yours is really cute. Yours is my favorite one to market at the moment because it's our only puppy play one.
Okay then. Okay, so this one says you've crossed blades with a wide variety of foes, wielding a wide variety of weapons, and you've learned the basics of fighting with nearly any of them. So what is that? It says at 11th level you become trained in all weapons. So if I take it now, that means when I get to level 11 I become trained in all weapons?
That probably is a feat level way too high for you.
Well, it says it's level 5.
Well, then it should.
But I guess I don't really need that because I'm not going to get other weapons anyway.
Right.
Right. Okay.
It should say what the actual specific game effect is at level 5.
Oh, this sounds cool. I want to be part Fae. It's this one says you have been exposed to powerful Fae magic. You become trained in primal DCs and spell attack rolls. You gain the Fae trait and one of the following features which grant an innate primal spell that can be used once per day. The first one, you can launch your tongue forward as a deadly attack.
Your tongue.
Your tongue. It's called Anteater.
And lesbians love it.
The next one, your body is covered in elegant vines, granting you summon plants or fungus.
So I was gonna say, if you get that one, I feel like you should get like a +2 to charisma checks against women. And like a +5 if that woman's a lesbian.
Alexa, desk lamp on.
I don't know. I mean, I guess that one sounds kind of
While
cool.
we work on leveling up Winter character.
Cool. Oh, this one's kind of cool. Your senses let you react rapidly. You gain a +2 circumstance bonus to perception checks made as initiative rolls. Additionally, if your initiative roll result is tied with that of opponent, you go first, regardless of whether you rolled perception or not. I think that one might be a good one. I'm not sure what the question is about smokers. You just put what about smokers, and I don't think I said anything about smokers, so I'm not sure what the question actually entails.
You can make some delightful turkeys or hams. You know, probably should use it outside because you don't want to burn your house down.
Be very, very careful about, setting the whole house on fire.
Be very meticulous with what kind of wood you use, depending on the meat you put in there. That's what about smokers. I think I'm a comedian.
Oh, okay. Okay. They were making a joke because of the plant-based one. Because there was one about plants. Okay, I don't know what just happened.
No.
You guys want to see what Sir got for Hanukkah?
Yeah, I think I got that.
Nice.
A booby!
A Jedi.
That's a big old booby.
Anyway,
It is.
It is a stress relief kitty.
Nice.
if you can blow it
That's
up.
all good titties are.
Stress release
And,
titty.
you can grab the nipple and go boingy, 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 boingy.
Be careful doing that. Remember that one time that I was playing with the nipple on my titty and I ripped the nipple off?
That could be painful.
No,
You ripped your nipple right off.
look, it's gone. That bitch is gone. That's
Now it looks like one of them inverted nipples.
Yeah, it is. Look at it. Yeah, no. Be careful. Be careful playing with the nip. You might rip that bitch off.
Yeah. Apparently playing with my nipples is Sir's favorite thing. And it is my least favorite thing.
Oh no, it's not your least favorite thing.
What's my least favorite?
Are you sure it's the least or like... Because, I mean, my least favorite is buttholes, but like my second least would be nipples. I mean...
Buttholes are also my least favorite.
I'll play with your butthole, just don't play with my butthole.
Exactly.
Okay.
I put it on this.
Yes. Do that. Okay. Great.
Alright, I think I'm gonna go with... I think I'm gonna go with Elven Instincts, because that one gives me the extra thing. So it basically just gives me a +2 to initiative, which is cool. I like that. Alright. Okay. At level 5. Okay. I got my ability boost, I got my ancestry feat, I got my magical fortitude. Okay, so it says I get a skill increase at level 5. What does that mean? Does that mean I pick one specific skill to go trained in?
From up to trained, or maybe up to expert.
If I'm trained, I go to expert. If I'm not trained, I go to trained. Right?
Right.
Okay.
Siobhan found him in this set of horns in the harem. There's another set of horns that weren't actually the ones I wanted, my big goat ear ones. But yeah, I haven't found those ones yet.
Okay. Are one of you trained in society and religion?
I'm trained in religion. What was the other thing?
Society?
I'm trained in society and religion.
Okay.
I have a +8 in society and a +9 in religion, but I haven't leveled up for level 5 yet, so.
What about diplomacy?
Diplomacy is currently an 8, but again, I haven't leveled for 5.
That's fine. I mean, I'm just asking if you're trained.
Oh, yes, I'm trained.
And what about deception?
I'm trained in that as well, and I have a pretty high score in that as well.
And crafting?
Nope. I'm trained, but I have a lower score.
Nari is trained in crafting, if I remember correctly.
She's an artificery person.
Okay.
Yep, she was going to start doing the alchemy.
Okay, because those are the only ones I'm not trained in, so I might just move to expert in something else.
Yeah, it's better to get, when you've got a group, better to get specific at what you're good at, versus creating just a jack of all trades.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm probably
Cool.
gonna raise my society and religion, even though it's rarely.
You never know.
Actually
One day.
use the religion fairly rarely, and you have all asked for having more interactive, more role play challenges as part of the next story arc. So
Yeah, so
your
I just
fighting skills and your interpersonal stuff is going to play into this more.
I went up to expert in intimidation.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I think so.
Expert in skill known as scary bitch.
Yes. I think I have
Okay.
do I have intimidating glare on this character? I do. And toughness. I got toughness also. So I think that works. Like, I'm becoming a really mean badass bitch with fireball.
I can't see the center from here, so.
All right. Okay. So trained is 5 plus 2. And then expert is level 5 plus 4. Ooh, my intimidation's gonna be high as fuck. Okay, and then okay, dexterity stayed a 1. Intelligence is still 2. My strength goes up to 3. So anything with strength. Damn, there's only one thing that I have that has strength? That's lame. Okay. My charisma went
I'm
up.
getting overheated in my center.
Reasonable.
It looks so good though.
So I open it up, and there's my Krampus shirt.
Yes. Oh, I have.
That is dedication to character.
Oh my god, okay, yeah, there's something that you guys don't know that's coming to your house.
Have fun.
I wish that it was there now. Like, I wish I should have made a bigger box so I could have sent more stuff. But it was already really expensive to send the one box that I sent. If I would have made it any bigger and added more shit, it would have been, like, outrageous. So it'll just have to come whenever we come at the end of January. But I'm, like, really excited for you guys to get all the stuff that we got.
Thank you for sending stuff in general. I'm very happy.
Yes.
Well, and as you guys know, I'm working on more D&V items as well, if you don't know. I didn't give you all the little details, but there are a few more things that I am going to make that I will bring whenever I come to visit that will be for the people of the household, and then as well as, again, like we talked about with the whole shop maybe coming out, and then for events and stuff being able to offer these items for people who come and enjoy the event. So, like, I'm really excited about the things that I'm able to, like, make for you guys, too. It means a lot to me.
It makes me really glad I didn't post the rest of the D&D stuff in the drive.
Oh, no, okay, all that, no, that stuff they've received.
Oh, okay, I was about to be like...
Apparently there's more on top of the more.
There's more that I haven't made yet. I got some extra stuff that I can tell you about later. And then,
Nice surprise.
yeah, I got some extra things to help with the things that I'm making to make it, like, that much nicer and cooler, and, like, I'm really
Happy to
excited.
hear about it. Very excited. Which actually what I'm doing right now is setting up the last post I need to do, which is just for the day I get back, because I get back at like 11:30, so that way I don't wake up on the second and go, ah, yes, being a reasonable human being. Not gonna happen.
This is, like, actually a lot more math than I anticipated it was gonna be, because I got the ability boosts. And so not only am I having to change my proficiency scores, I'm having to change the other things in the skill list. So it's taking just a wee bit longer. I apologize.
You good?
I wasn't ready.
We can post up to March 1st now. Maybe I'll do that.
Okay, there's not any skills that require Constitution other than Fortitude? Like, damn.
Not a whole lot, because it's basically it's your Fortitude saving throw and it's your hit points.
Ooh.
So 2 very important stats, mind you. It's your
Okay.
ability to stay alive.
Yeah, I didn't see. What do I add to my hit points? I didn't find
I'm
that.
going concerned.
So per level, you get whatever the increase in your modifier is. So if you had what was your Constitution modifier before?
It was a 0, now it's a 1.
So you get 5 more hit points.
Is it 5?
It is 5.
It's on. Why is it on? Where do we get the number from?
So your hit points start out with you get so many hit points for your race,
Yeah.
and then for every level you get a specific number for your class plus your Constitution bonus. Your
Okay.
Constitution bonus used to be 0. Well, now you just bumped it, so you get a point per level for your Constitution bonus.
Okay, so I get 5 from my Constitution bonus, but then I still get something from I get more from my class as well.
You get some every level from your class.
Okay, because I didn't see it on my page of. I didn't see it on the website of how many my class gives me for hit points. I guess I'll have to look that up in just a second as soon as I'm done mathing. Ooh, I have a 13 on intimidation now.
Yeah.
I am very intimidating.
Making bitches slay themselves. It's so scary. Gotta get them.
Alexa, do not disturb.
I have a quick random question for you, Molly.
Yeah.
Does Corrine have a modeling page?
She does not.
Heal beans, thank you.
Well, you know what, Bagalicious? If you want to come on over and have a glass of wine, you can come on over and have a glass of wine. Okay, so Fortitude, I became exposure.
So I just received a gift. Itty bitty rubber chicken.
Yes.
It looks more like a rubber goose with how long his neck is.
Yeah.
We shall call him Tiny Tim. Ah,
I like it.
I figured he would be good for perhaps some nipple play. No, nipple play torture.
You mean nipple torture, question mark?
No. We shall call him Tiny Tim. He has been
He is
named.
Tiny Tim.
I need him. I like it.
Tiny Tim with the anal fisting.
Apparently Rob brought
Because
in
he- 'cause look at that gate.
It is a big game.
It's quite the big game. It's not Tiny Tim's first rodeo with anal fist.
I do like
Clearly.
No.
Are we doing pizza tonight?
Oh, I want pizza.
Doing leftover pot pie, which is like my favorite thing ever. We took all the Thanksgiving leftovers and made them into pot pie, and you can freeze it for like months. It's great.
It's gonna be
Okay.
I did not hear everything because,
Sorry, Gabby.
Oh, you're good. Well, we're having leftover pot pie, which is awesome. Basically, take like all the gravy and all the turkey and the vegetables and mix them into a pot pie mix, and then you put it in little bowls and put puff pastry over it and stick it in your freezer. And you can keep it there for like months.
That sounds really good.
Yep. One of the smartest things I've ever heard. But we're making some of those from Thanksgiving.
So my hit points say 6 plus Constitution modifier.
Yep.
So
you get the 5 that I was talking about, and that includes the 1 point for this level.
okay, and then I get 6 more.
That's
So I get
plus
11 hit points total.
Yep, you add 11 hit points.
Woo! I'm not so squishy anymore.
Yay!
I have 45 hit points now,
Yes!
and I'm really intimidating.
Yep,
Oh,
you're scary, you're beefing.
I just found something about my rubber chickens.
Okay.
Squeeze him.
How fun. He lays an egg.
Egg or prolapsed butthole.
Probably
I don't know. Is that his penis?
Less romantic, but
An enlarged clitoris?
I think prolapse butthole's probably the closest one there.
Technically cloaca on a chicken.
Oh my god.
There you go.
One of
Learning
our
things every
viewers,
day.
Death Jester, said everyone being in Christmas theme is awesome, by the way.
Oh, thanks. Much appreciated.
So,
My Santa hat right now.
explain.
Yep. I love it.
I can explain. No, just leave explain in the front so that's all we see so that everyone else has to explain. You don't have to explain anything.
I'm always confused. Just please explain.
Please. Just assume I don't know.
So for the viewers who are watching right now, this is going to be our holiday edition. Most of us that are here do celebrate multiple different types of holidays around this time of year. Some we celebrate Hanukkah, Christmas, winter solstice, Yule. They're all things that we all celebrate. So it's more of a just plain and simple happy holidays. Be merry, be blessed, be joyful, be happy. It's a little bit of everything from all of us because all of us do celebrate multiple different holidays around this time of year, which we want you all to know that we also support you in whatever holiday it is that you celebrate because we are all inclusive.
Christmas, it is easier to get garb.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, and the whole Santa idea is the red and white thing, so that's really an easy one to go with, and then the green for the trees. Even I feel like with, I guess with a Hanukkah, it's more of a blue, right? Hanukkah's more blue.
White, the traditional Jewish colors, blue and white.
Okay, yeah. So
Wow, Steffi, we almost saw your butt there.
almost. So also, if you do, I know we mentioned earlier, and that may have been before my voice was able to be heard, because I may know. As you guys can see, Cheeky is actually wearing a collar that is made by the shop that I run, which is Boutique du Collier. If you look it up, it's Collier. So it's basically the collar shop in French. That's one of the holiday collars we released, and then I did do blue and white collars as well. And then the lovely Winter is sporting... is sporting the very first puppy collar we ever made. So I'm really thankful to be able to offer these kinds of things. So if you guys are ever interested in a kitten or puppy collar custom made for you, you can always hit us up on our shop. Our Etsy shop did launch recently, so you can find us on there now also, which is really, really, really cool. Thanks to my super cool marketing manager, Cheeky. If you guys ever need any kind of social media marketing, you can totally hit up Cheeky Angel for all that kind of stuff. She can help you out.
Lots of opinions and not very much money, so please talk to me.
Hit me up, yo!
Hit me up! Well, and also I did want to say before we begin, because I kept forgetting to do it earlier, but what I got from my lovely boyfriend this year for Christmas is a little Seffi figurine. Little tree figurine. It's taking time. Maybe it'll focus.
Put your other hand behind it. do like both hands and try to like hide your face.
Do you see it now?
Yeah.
I can't see myself.
No, you're good. Yes, yeah, it totally zoomed in now.
There we go. We can see it.
It's cute. Yay. Yeah, you have to bring that to game night whenever we play, whenever I visit.
Oh, absolutely. But yeah, it was super cute. Yeah, Sepha figurine. Which, Sephi is my current obsession, so.
I love it. I think it's amazing.
So shall we begin?
Jules.
We can, I think at this point, the only thing I have left to do is pick out my spells. Because I do get 3 third-level spells, and I think that's all I have left to do. So, like, I don't mind starting and kind of figuring them out as we go. It's not that big of a deal. I do want my fucking fireball, though.
Fireball's gonna be one of them!
Oh, she can take fireball as a 3rd level spell. That's for sure.
Oh.
Why isn't it giving me a spell list? What the fuck? Oh, that was for rules. Derp. I don't need that. I just need all spells. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I just gotta pick out 3 3rd-level spells, and I'm good to... Oh, wait. Did I scroll too far? Okay, cool. Yeah, fireball. Haha. Meow, 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 meow.
Somebody's more than a little obsessed with fireball.
Okay, let's just say I have been obsessed with Fireball since before we even started playing, because all it took was you trying to give me my spells, and as soon as you were like, yeah, Elemental Toss, or whatever it was, and I was like, oh, so you mean a Fireball? And you're like, no, they're more like Fire Sparks. I'm like, no, Fireball!
Fireball, though!
It's been Fireball this whole time, okay? They might be balls that are only this fucking big, but it's a ball in my mind.
But it's still a fireball, okay?
So one of the
Don't
points
diss on my
of
teeny
the fireball skill, while your elemental toss, yes, you're throwing an itty bitty ball of fire. When you cast fireball, you don't throw just a ball of fire from your hand. It's more like throwing a grenade.
Yeah.
Because not only do you get fire, but you get explosive qualities with it too.
Ooh. My range is 500 feet for
Basically,
Fireball.
If you can see it, you can hit it.
Holy shit, bro. Y'all better stay back. I'm going to the front now. I'm not squishy anymore. I'm in the front.
No,
Y'all need to stand behind
You're
me.
still squishier than everybody else.
Am I
Not
though?
squishy anymore. So
Am I,
there's
though?
those hit points.
Who has more hit points than 45?
Everyone.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
I do. But I'm actually pretty non-squishy. I'm a surprisingly non-squishy character.
Druids are not squishy. Whack has somewhere in the order of 80 hit points.
Very impressive black.
But don't forget, Tatiana, if your range is 500, you could stand it back and throw that shit as far as you want.
Okay.
Lob it over our heads.
And then, so it says range is 500 feet, area is 20-foot burst. What does that mean?
So, on our little maps that we use,
Mm-hmm.
20 feet is 4 squares across.
Okay.
So, 4 by 4 square, and cut the corners out.
That's what gets affected by it when I throw it. But I can throw it 500 feet in front of me.
Yep, 500. You can throw it up to 500 feet, and then you've got this circle that's about 20 feet across.
Okay. You know how much damage it does?
66.
Yeah, that's a lot. Alright, anyway. I'm sorry, I'm really excited for this. Okay.
There's lightning bolt does also, if I remember correctly, does 66, but it does it in a straight line that's, quite long. So if you can line up a bunch of enemies, lightning bolt's a good effective one too.
Okay.
So last time on Pathfinder, you guys were traveling north, and you encountered a small village. It was more of a roadside tavern.
Buzz buzz.
That's my doorbell.
A visitor at the roadside tavern.
A roadside tavern, and they got you to. First, they tried to stiff you on your fee, but they got you to go and clear out a old monastery that apparently had been infested by some cultists, and the demon that you ended up talking to in the bottom was highly entertained by you and has decided he's going to keep an eye on you. You also met a couple of undead trapped inside of a ward that they've retained their minds and their personalities, and they're just bored as hell. So you got rid of the cultists, and the undead gave you some really good whiskey. Because if you're not going to drink it, it might as well age on the shelf for a while.
Yep. And now, 'tis
From there,
Krampus.
you guys have continued on your journey northward, heading towards the capital. And you find yourself once again in another small village, not having to camp out, which is nice because it's a snowy night. And having a nice warm bed and a fire and a hot meal sounds good, even if Seppi is going to just use her large bowl of soup as a wading pool.
A little mini hot tub. I'm sitting there in my hot tub of soup, like, yes, in front of the fire.
So,
Exactly.
it's mostly a farming agricultural community. Something like everything else you've seen on this trip. Nowhere near as run down as Etrin's Folly, where you guys had to fight off the crazed alchemist. But it's not big. They've got they have a blacksmith and a decent sized tavern. Looks like a lot of their business is from serving people along the road, and there's a waypoint for selling the produce that they grow. But we're into winter now, and so they're kind of in the maintaining tasks that an agricultural community goes through. Which also means there's a lot more people in the tavern, because they're not having to get up as early. They can stay out late, socialize a little more. So the mood in the tavern is actually fairly festive. You could see, looking around the room, you've got people who are clearly farmers, probably a few who are professional woodsmen and hunters. Their services are obviously definitely in demand this time of year, bringing in fresh forest game. You could see at least one well-to-do merchant sitting over at the largest table with his guards and his retinue. Probably kind of like Bort, only this guy, he doesn't seem as jolly. He's not as friendly, as outgoing. He's not connecting with his people. He's clearly, I'm the rich man and you're my servants, kind of snooty in the air kind of guy. So, one of the notable things is that this merchant has 2 children with him. He has, looking over, there is a very small little girl, and she is very quiet, sitting by herself, playing with some toy or other that she's got. And then there's his son. This loud, rambunctious little thing. You know, the kind of kids that make you wish that parents didn't bring their kids to restaurants. But this is a tavern and it's a place for families. So, yeah, take the good with the bad. Is there anything you guys want to try and accomplish in this small little town before you head north in the morning? You're reasonably well rested and well stocked, though you may the merchant might give you an opportunity to turn some of your valuables into coin if you so choose.
I mean, I think we did a big de-inventorying not too long ago.
Yeah, the end of our last session, we definitely emptied a lot of our inventory. I feel like it was other than the, did we get rid, I don't feel like we got rid of the wine and the whiskey.
Nope, you guys still have the wine and the whiskey.
And the 5 onyx gems.
Yep, those you guys still have.
Yeah, so I mean, maybe if, unless, wait, did we do a detect magic on the onyx gems?
I do not remember you doing one.
We should do that before we get rid of them.
Yeah, for sure. I think we ended up keeping them because they were useful in some capacity for magic.
Yeah, we should figure out what those are about before we get rid of them, and then, I mean, like, in real life, I would totally drink both bottles of wine, but in the game, not so much.
Well, these are the really kind of rare and expensive ones. This is the kind of shit you save for impressing somebody.
Okay.
Point still stands, but that's okay.
You could trade one of those bottles of wine for an entire cask of regular stuff.
Nice.
Okay.
Well, I think what I'm going to do is kind of press the digitation up a, like, little ball of vines, get out of my soup bowl, and kind of pass it towards the little girl.
The little girl actually is very happy to have someone paying attention to her. Clearly, she's the quiet one who, just kind of doesn't get talked to a whole lot.
So whenever I kind of waddle over within a couple feet of her, and then kind of like wave like for her to pass the ball back, like playing quiet catch.
The merchant does look over, gives you the side eye, but so you seem to be mostly harmless because you're Sephi.
Because I'm Sephi and I am harmlessly cute. It says so right on my paperwork.
So, he doesn't seem to mind. So you do play with her, and she definitely seems to brighten up some.
I have one quick question, and then we can get back into the role-playing thing.
Go ahead.
For my spell attack roll and my spell DC, it says that I have the key. My key ability is charisma, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just making sure because that means that bumped up. Because I bumped up my charisma, which means that bumps up, and so all my shit bumps up. So cool. Alright, anyway, we can continue now.
Okay. So, the little boy keeps getting yelled at by his father, the merchant, to
Back the fuck down.
Yeah. Chill out, behave himself, but
What's
for
the
most
kid
part,
doing?
He's even then he's still really not even paying attention to his son.
Desperately gambling for attention.
Running around. At one point, he even trips the waiter, one of the wait staff, and an entire tray of drinks goes flying and lands on a group of merchants. Not a merchant, excuse me, of farmers.
Can I tanglefoot the kid to the bench?
Eat the child.
You could, but it might be considered socially inappropriate.
Well, alright, maybe Tatiana doesn't hate kids, but I fucking hate kids, so,
Well, he's like, I would do it. I would tanglefoot the kid to the bench.
I fucking would, bro, real fucking quick. Okay, so...
The merchant, he he apologizes for his son, and asks his son, "So, what do you say to the gentleman?" And the child just blows a raspberry at them. This kid's a little
Deal
shit.
with your child.
And so his father has to apologize for him, and pays for their drinks and an extra round for their inconvenience. So the guy's he's not a bad dude, but is clearly not very good.
Negligent.
So in real life, Molly happens to actually have intimidating glare to where I can stare at children and make them cry. So can I try that?
Can I make the child?
Yes.
Can I
try.
look? Can I look at the child and just look at him like, if you don't stop what you're doing, there's gonna be serious consequences, and just like glare at the fucking kid like, you need to fucking stop.
All right, give me an intimidate.
All right. Intimidation. Oh, that's going by easily.
For those people who don't know me, there actually are children out there that I have made cry just by looking at them.
Yeah, no, legitimately, I have also in real life. I got a 19.
Okay. It's not quite enough to shut the kid up and get him going, but he sure the fuck stays away from you.
That's fine.
No, end of the day, still a win.
So one of the farmers who's sitting there, you over here, if he does not behave, this is the worst night for it. He is in for trouble.
Don't.
Why? What do you think is gonna happen?
And I'm not gonna kill Krampus if Krampus is gonna go after the kid. Like,
Yeah, you know, if Compass takes that child, it's justified. Honest to God. This is him doing his job.
Alright, but we don't know about Krampus yet. So, let's ask. So what do you think is gonna happen? I asked the farmer.
There are many spirits in these woods, and some of them have their own special night. There is one, he comes and takes children who misbehave. Sometimes they are seen again if their parents really care and love. Other times, never heard from again.
Well, it sounds like this child might disappear tonight. Hey, Vivian, because I kind of don't like kids, would you maybe talk to this child and see if, like, the kid might be interested in some cool music? I do happen to have my harp on me, and I could totally play a song and see if that might help the situation.
yeah, I can.
Effie's just completely not even involved in this conversation. She's playing ball, baby! Over the corner.
Dramatic in real life as my character is. Society.
Okay.
And she's gonna do the whole, because she's
Proper,
noble, but she's
proper manners.
yeah, she's taken care of kids before, so she kind of knows how to deal with kids. And she's gonna be like, hey, so we have this like magical harp thing, and if you don't tell anybody, we can show you.
Okay, give me a roll.
Good thing the parents are so neglectful, because man, an opener like that, I'd be like, little Timmy, come back to the table!
Hold on, I gotta- 4, 9,
13.
Your kid's gonna disappear regardless. I'm just saying, whether it's candy
Your
or
kid is
music or
interested
friends.
in your harp, and so do you pull it out and you start playing?
Yeah, I will totally. So one of the new spells that I gained is called Enthrall, which is to like capture the attention of all the creatures around me. So it's basically like a distraction spell. If what I have available isn't going to be enough, I can distract people. So it's called Enthrall. It works for 120 feet, and it works on all creatures. So I can just kind of like step off to the side and be like, I hope you're all having a happy holiday, and play like some really beautiful, calming, relaxing melody on my harp.
Okay. Give me a performance check.
Okay. 29.
29?
Yeah, my performance is an 11, and I rolled an 18 on the die.
Okay then.
Cha-ching!
So nobody was expecting entertainment with tonight's dinner. And so they apparently have a minstrel, a traveling minstrel coming in. And, you know, this is mostly a bunch of farm hands. And, you know, not a lot of the wives out at the tavern. So not only is it a minstrel, but it's a big-tittied minstrel who, you know, shows her assets proudly.
Y'all.
Boing.
Boing. Boing.
The from the assembled farmers, you get a dozen copper coins, which is pretty good from them.
I'll take it.
From the
Excellent.
merchant's table, his associates, they throw you 9 silver.
Okay.
Big spenders. That.
And the merchant himself,
The neglectful father in question.
yep, the neglectful father in question throws you a gold.
Woo!
You're looking for a
Because he's
mistress,
got his
baby.
time to sit down and shut up for a little bit. Now, unfortunately, it was only for a little bit. As soon as you stop playing, the kid starts, his energy starts going again, and he decides to try and grab your harp. He wants to play it.
Even though I've already intimidated glare on him, he was willing to come close enough to try to touch my harp.
I mean, you're not scared anymore, you just played the harp.
You know, it's kind of like you turn to take a drink, you've got your harp set on the other side of you, and he tries to snatch it. Give me a reflex check to see if you catch this little fucker before he gets out of arm's reach.
Oof. A 12.
It's enough for you to catch him. He rolled low.
Goodness. Oof.
So you catch him by his collar, and he drops your harp.
What's the other thing I have?
So
I forgot what toughness is. I don't know that toughness is something that I can just randomly do.
Toughness, I think, gives you more hit points. I'm not sure.
I can't remember either. It's under
It
feet.
actually, dropping it is enough to pop one of the strings on your harp.
Eat
I'm
the
going to
child.
try to train this child like a dog and put it in a kennel.
Okay, use a clicker.
Upon seeing this, his father comes over, grabs him by the ear, and drags him out of the place, throwing you another gold coin, trying to buy off his son's bad behavior.
This will definitely not affect him into adulthood.
Just so you know, there are spirits that will take your shitty ass fucking children while glaring at him with intimidating glare.
The child is dragged upstairs into the rooms, and you can hear an argument ensuing, but, you know, people just drink harder and louder so they don't have to listen to other people's shit.
Right.
Potential domestic violence.
So obviously,
Not my problem.
a new string for your harp isn't going to cost you anywhere near a gold coin. But, you know, this guy's got the opinion that if I throw around enough money, it will, you know, solve the problems with my brat.
Again, this definitely won't affect your child well into adulthood. Well into adulthood.
Bruh.
So aside from that, the partying goes on well into the evening. It's coming near, it is, the Yule solstice is tomorrow, and so there's apparently a big bonfire planned for tomorrow night, a feast, and the innkeeper actually comes up to you, Tatiana, and specifically invites you We have some musicians here in town who can play drums and so forth, but no instruments or a skill as fine as you and your harp. And if you would be so kind as to stay an extra day, you would be welcome at our feast, and I will even comp you the rooms for tonight and tomorrow. If you would just stay and help lighten the spirits of this season.
Well, I would absolutely love to. However, there was a terrible child here that decided to damage my harp, and unless you can provide me with a new string replacement, I will be incapable of doing such things.
Well, I will say that as a professional musician, I'm sure you have spares.
Well, I just want to be a cunt.
Oh, okay.
'Cause I'm mad.
Being sassy.
Reimburse me!
Basically.
Oh.
I mean, I have the coins to pay for it. If they have it available, I will pay for it.
The
To an extent.
the innkeeper thinks for it shortly and goes, I'm sure in our warehouse we have some an old fiddle or two, and there's sure to be some decent strings with that. I think we could find you something. And he grabs one of his workers and sends them off to go looking.
Excellente.
Good. Thank
So-
you.
After a little while, the scullery maid comes back in, clutching an assortment of different strings and so forth. Some are completely inappropriate for what you need, but there are a couple that you could use to wind your that string on your harp with, and tune it properly.
Well, this is perfect, and I greatly appreciate you.
Right.
Boom.
So,
We get free room and board!
and a nice hot meal. Nice people are appreciating your music. All in all, it's pretty good. Vivian's, of course, had to leave Skelly Boy and Zombird out in the wagon again.
Oh, yeah. Where's Vesta?
Vesta will be probably just curled up next to you. Her tail is down to just a slow simmer. If she can turn it down, it always kind of glows in the dark, like her eyes. But, you know, when she's full fighting mad, it lights up.
A Bunsen burner.
Yep.
Is the snow bothering her? Do I need to, like, cast Fireball at her? I'm just kidding. Not Fireball, but, you know. Do I need to throw a little fire at her to help her stay warm?
She's actually generates enough internal heat to mostly be comfortable. Though when she goes and sits in your lap, she is quite toasty. So you've got your own personal lap warmer.
Gaia, come here.
Pretty good.
No.
She's looking at me.
So Nari is with you. She's just been kind of quietly watching and chuckling this whole nonsense the entire evening.
Word.
And as the festivities wind down, you're shown to some nicer rooms than you paid for, or you had originally agreed upon. So, yeah, they were going empty, and, well, if you have a traveling bard amongst your minstrel, you know, give them the good rooms. Maybe they'll come back.
Hey, weird.
I forget I did take on Entertainer, which is basically a bard.
Yup. A traveling minstrel.
So the four of you have a fairly comfortable night. You'll all have a very, very deep sleep.
There's Vesta.
Oh,
Thank
you
you, Vesta.
baby.
Big fluffy firefox.
Yours, big fluffy firefox.
I'm gonna go get your reindeer ears.
Adorable.
I'm gonna go
So morning comes around, and you wake up. The three of you are there comfortably. Nari's not in bed. She must have gotten up already.
Go sit on the windowsill and stare out into the courtyard, eating for the day, basically.
It is a beautiful sunny day. The sun is glistening off of the snow. There's even a fresh layer of snow. Now maybe another couple of inches. Traveling's not going to be great, so staying an extra day and relaxing, not so bad. On heading downstairs to breakfast, you find that there's a small commotion. The merchant is arguing loudly with the tavern keeper.
Wonder where the boy learned it from.
Come on.
You gotta put your little antlers on, sweet guy.
Hey, come here. Sit. Okay. Up. Come on. We gotta show everybody. Come on. No, hey! You don't headbang them off. Come on, man. Come on. Don't be like that. Okay. Stand up.
You have to strap him on like his name is Max.
Okay. God damn
We
it.
had a thing of reindeer antlers for my mom's dog in a jacket, and she'll just sit there and look at you like you murdered her firstborn child for like however long that she has to have him on. Hello, pretty girl.
Guy.
Pretty girl and your little antlers.
She's so mad. She's like, fuck
Not
this shit.
happy.
She's
Not happy, doggo.
Oh my god. She wore them earlier for a few minutes, and it was really great. And I don't know why she's been a little turd right now, but she's a little turd.
Sweet
Fine.
baby.
Come here. If you want to be on camera, you have to wear your fucking ears.
Heard her. That's how it be.
So apparently the merchant's son has gone missing.
Oh no.
Yeah, we could have seen this
Come
coming.
on.
Right. But also the merchant's daughter.
No! We formed a bond!
No, hey, don't be a turd. Don't be a turd. Just come here.
And as you're listening in on
Everybody
this,
wants to see you being cute.
you're also wondering where your small humanoid Nari is.
Uh-oh. Nari got kidnapped.
Yo.
Oh no.
To be fair, I feel like I just imagine Luna's face at being
No,
mistaken
Gaia,
for a
no.
child, and it is making me giggle. Luna, no!
Nari. Well, I'm definitely super concerned because Nari is like my BFF / lesbian lover. So.
Yep.
So,
Come on.
as you listen to this, the innkeep says, if your boy is not here, then you would best go talk to the Fae, for they are the ones who would take him on the night of Yule Eve.
Come here.
I just
Do you
like
not know-
basic.
Do you not know that this was the worst night to misbehave?
We've been told yesterday.
So,
Okay, look over here. Look at the camera.
Oh, sweet
a
girl.
couple of farmers come wandering in to get, for them, what's, a late breakfast, to listen in on what's going on. And, yeah, he beat the Krampus. Krampus he takes the children, especially the bratty ones. Sometimes, well, he's not so discerning. But if parents care enough to go argue for them, maybe they get them back. Maybe their parents never be seen again.
I would waddle up to the merchant and like yank his pant leg, make a little prestidigitation ball again, and then just nod real soundly. my friend.
The merchant, you can see the color draining out of his face. What does this Krampus do with the children? There are stories, many stories. Some say he turns them into dark fae. Some says he eats them. Others that they are turned into rocks. But no one knows for sure. All we know is bad children get theirs.
I go up to the merchant and I'm like, so, you're coming with us, right?
Our small mascot has already yanked your pant leg. It's time for you to come with us.
It's your fucking kid, bruh.
Where do we go to? Where do we
To the
find
Fae!
Krampus?
Steffi would jump, would just kind of point out and be like, to the Feywild! Actually, to the Feywild!
I'm not quite sure, but I hear the bottom of the volcano is safer.
For the forest workers come in and say, there are clearings in the woods where you might find them, but we are the Fae. They are found when they want to be found. But if you go looking for the Krampus, you will find him. I do not recommend it. Listening more about the stories of the Krampus, this is an ancient Fae, particularly of the cranky variety.
Cranky.
This is probably a greater power.
You should probably bring offerings.
We can offer
Not a bad
you.
idea.
What?
I said we could offer you.
Oh,
You do great with these things. Necromancy stuff, dead things, old things. You do great.
Okay.
You're really
No,
good.
Seffi, you're the Fae person. You're the one that fucking summons Fae all the time, okay?
Oh no, that's in the old noggin.
I'm just saying we should
Also
offer the
will
fucking
point out,
Taurus.
most of the Fae do not like undead. Even though the Fae are part of nature, the undead are not.
Well, she just recently went to her necromancy side. Fucking weirdo.
chocolate and honey and milk. Oh, we have that fancy whiskey.
I say grabs a couple lemon slices and lime slices from behind the bar and sticks them in my pocket.
We do have some nice wine and nice whiskey that we could totally offer up, a bottle or two.
I think that would be good. Maybe if we could grab some honey, if there's any nearby, would be a good choice. And peppermint.
Again, I'm just pocketing some limes and lemons from behind the bar.
But did you roll for that, or are you just using this on your normal knowledge? Because your normal knowledge doesn't count in this game, so you should roll for it. Also, can I roll for occultism to figure out if I know anything on this?
What am I rolling for?
You can roll religion or occultism.
I'm rolling religion.
I got a 19 on occultism.
A 12.
Okay. So you know that the Fae they will trade. Everything is a trade. They give nothing for free. Everything has a cost. Sometimes that cost doesn't make sense to the people asking, who are having to pay it. The Sea Witch's bargain is actually a Fae thing. You guys have met a Sea Witch, and they are dark Fae. So, you don't know. This is the kind of thing where, yes, those bargains, something that they might appreciate would be good. Sephi, what's your, do you have a Fae lore skill?
I do actually. Should roll for that. My dice elsewhere. So I gotta fish out again. Fuck.
I gotta take the coat off. I'm too warm.
Sad
Have
face.
some napkins, love. spilled wine everywhere.
Preheated.
Oh no.
Whenever it comes up again, I got a 25.
Okay. Well, Sephi knows most of the things. She's even heard the name of the Krampus. This is a creature that, while it may be, it seems to be somewhat local, it also does seem to be one that travels around.
It's all over everything, but not a ton of wine. I mean, there's still wine in the water.
While Callie's disappeared, I need to run downstairs for a moment.
Yeah, I'm just gonna bat my desk.
Striptease where? I want striptease.
Okay. So, yes, the gifts of citrus and honey and whiskey and wine are all something that might help pave the way. But it's very likely that you're going to have to bargain and negotiate with Krampus and maybe pay his costs, whatever that's going to be.
I mean, that's all I got as Sephi. I would think, unless like with my 25, would I know of anything else that like, or have an idea of what his payment might be, or we could prepare?
One thing you do know that the story of Krampus is only supposed to take the bad children.
Yeah. Or take my friend, Krampus.
It looks like he's breaking some rules here.
Report you to the Fae police for kidnapping good children.
It looks like he's breaking some rules, so that might work out in your favor. But you won't know until you find him.
Word. As long as it's not like, but if you bring a piece of wood or separate your soul from your body now, it might be good. But as long as it's just that, I'm ready to party.
Okay.
Ready to go get my friend back.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to beat this kid up when I get him back.
Do it.
You know that
That's how my friend beat him up.
that when your 25 does tell you that you could only negotiate for what's yours. So you have to have some kind of bond or bind with the one that you're trying to get back.
Does friendship count, or is that not actually a good enough bind?
It might work. It's a little tenuous.
I think I have something of Nari's in the bag of holding.
Oh, your guys are all bound.
Oh yeah, but
Yeah, because we have the thing. Well, I was wondering. So we need Daddy. Daddy to come with us, essentially.
Respond.
Yeah, Daddy.
Daddy. Which I do have. I'm wondering if I can do this, and tell me if I can't, Patrick. Can I Tanglefoot the merchant and drag him behind us?
Tanglefoot basically, in your case,
It'll
brings
touch
up
the
vines up out of the ground, and so it doesn't, you can't use that to move him.
So like, if I wonder if I could just tie him up and then take, like, can I put Tanglefoot out of the ground, tie him up, then cut the vines and take him behind us?
Bitch, I got rope.
If he doesn't want to come willingly, then he can lose his children. That's on him. Like,
Yeah, seriously.
I want my friend back.
We'll get your friend back, but fuck that guy, and we're taking his kids away from him. Little scamp.
Yeah.
Can I
It's some
try to come
free
up with
slave
some-
labor after this.
Roll a d20.
Yeah, I think Winter just asked about her whip, and assuming that doesn't work, I want to try my Tanglefoot thing.
So, Vivian reaches out through the vine bracelets that are divinely enchanted by a goddess. And she can feel Nari. She's not too far away. Generally in the woods to the west. And Nari is afraid, but unharmed.
Yeah, but if she's afraid, we're going for her. Let's go. Let's go to the west in the woods.
Share that information to the rest of the group. We're gonna do this.
As I and we know where they are, which is
I do not know what I can do, but I must come. It is my own fault.
the vines go back into the ground.
So, this merchant is probably in his 50s. He is used to a soft life. While he's on the road often, he rides in a wagon all the time. He doesn't have to do any of the heavy lifting himself. He's got other people for that. When he starts calling forward some of his guards to come with, the forester looks at him and shakes his head like, "You cannot foist this duty off on someone else. If you take them into the woods with you, if they are not connected, you will never see the children again."
Are you connected to your children?
The merchant is, but the guards and so forth, his hirelings. So
Seffi glares at the
realizing-
guards and glares at Dad.
one of the old Teamsters. I've known that boy since he was born, and even the young mistress as well. I will go with and help bring them home.
Wait, so is the father not offering to come with us?
He is, but he was trying to bring with his guards with as well, and he just got told that would just fuck things up.
Okay. But one of
the
them
wagon
says
dri-
they've
but
known
the
the
wagon
kids.
driver says, "I'm connected to those children. I will come as well."
Okay. Well, then we shall venture on.
So, you've got a old but hardy working man. Hanging from his hip is a wooden club. His clothes are travel worn, but serviceable, good quality, but nothing fancy. This is kind of the complete opposite of the merchant. He gets a sword out of his wagon that's shiny and polished and fancy, and don't know if he knows how to use it. His
It's like
clothes-
having a lifted Dodge Ram with no mud on the tires.
right.
He probably has a little penis. I mean, what?
His clothes are fancy, but not sturdy. These really epitomize the difference between these two men. Yet somehow they both care about these children in their own way. So you head off into the woods. there's almost a draw, not even counting using your leaf bracelet, that tells you which way to go. It's almost as if this is some kind of solstice ritual unto itself. There is clearly magic in this season, in these woods. And you are being drawn into something far, far older than any of you. So, you come upon a clearing. There is a cliff and a cave farther along. So you need to put somebody on the map to represent the merchant. Share screen. Just the figure.
I see you smoking hookah right now, and I'm so jealous, and I literally cannot wait to see you guys next month. Like, holy fucking shit.
Oh, great. So when abouts are you actually coming, then, if I can ask?
I think it's January 28th.
Perfect, because then I maybe can actually have my ABC photo shoot outfit done by then. There's a hope. A snowball's chance in hell.
I wonder...
Currently it's just leather scraps and cat toys in a bag.
So you arrive at a clearing in the woods. You said you were not bringing these guys with. Okay.
I'm gonna have them play cards with each other.
So you instruct Zombird and Skelly Boy to hang out in the wagon and play cards.
Yeah, specifically Uno.
So
Specifically?
That may be a more complex thing than their zombie braids can cope.
I'm gonna have them try.
Okay.
Whoever wins gets a treat.
Okay, we fly in on January 28th, and we fly out on February 3rd. So I'm sure
that's my calendar.
as the days get closer, we will make all the proper itinerary and all the things like the Duchess does. But it'll be Thursday the 28th to Wednesday the 3rd. So I literally can't wait to fucking see you guys and be naked in the hot tub and smoking the hookah, and that's all I want in my life right now.
I'm very excited to see you.
Awesome.
I am hoping that
calendar
Denver will open up and we'll be able to do all the fun things besides just seeing each other too.
Yes, I mean
That's
your house
okay.
is pretty much like a party any day of the week, but
Yeah, I mean, as long as we can have like 5 different people over, I think that will suffice, because it's literally like Melissa, Allie, Cheeky, Tiger, and Gore. Like, those are like the 5 people that I have to see. So if we just like...
Is that Alley Cat?
Yeah, Alley Cat.
Oh, you saw the conversation about the Taco Bell the other day.
Yeah, Cheeky totally liked it. Yeah.
wait, which thing did I like?
That whenever I told Allie
put
that...
something out there that she would make it worth somebody's while if they bought her some Taco Bell.
Yep.
And
I
then
said that she'd do unspeakable things for a chalupa.
And she said, yeah, and then I was like, we need to get her a Baja Blast so she could pour it all over her natural bare titties. And she was like, absolutely. So,
Just join the ranks.
yeah.
I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, and Allie and I were supposed to make content together whenever I visited. But because I didn't get to come this month, we have to reschedule it for next month. So, like,
yeah.
And same with Gore. Gore wants to make content with me,
That
too.
woman can do a photo shoot like I have never seen. Everything she touches turns to gold.
Who, Allie or Gore?
Gore.
I know.
I'm like, everything you touch turns to gold. Every photo shoot you publish, I'm like, floored.
She's amazing. Like, I love
like, how
her.
are you so pretty?
She's, yeah. So, yeah.
She's very pretty, but I've had the few times that I've gotten to be around her, she is very introverted.
She is
Oh,
she's
yeah.
so quiet. I
So
didn't know
quiet.
until I like friended her, and then I was like,
Yeah, she is very introverted, but like if you sit down and one-on-one and start to chat with her, she'll slowly start to open up because she came to the kitten lingerie party whenever I visited last time for the Kitten
well,
Palooza
she was there
weekend.
too for the Saturday photo shoot and for the brunch. And the couple times I talked to her, she's real pleasant, but she's not gonna she's not gonna bust through the door and be like,
No.
I have arrived.
No,
Like,
she
if
will
you
not.
talk to her, she's super nice, but she's not gonna like make
Yeah.
a scene.
Yeah, you just have to kind of include her. Just like let her know that she's welcome and like you like her and that you want to talk with her, and she'll totally conversate back with you. She's
Exactly.
really sweet and she's so fucking beautiful. Like, oh my god. We traded
Everything she touches,
OnlyFans subscriptions.
Yeah.
All right.
Incredible. I'm actually gonna need to go to the bathroom really quick because I need to pee super bad, and then we will return to this
Nope.
conversation.
Yeah, because you need to wipe it off after talking about gore. She didn't hear any of it. It's fine.
No, she took her headphones off a little too quick.
No, I love it. I love it. It's great. But yeah, I mean, really, if we have to narrow it down to like 5 people max that get to come over, I've picked out my 5 people, and if we get to do Build-A-Bear and the melting pot, like that's the extent of it. Well, and then Cheeky would be one of the other people, which I'm sure you guys would be cool with for coming over. But like, if we've got to limit it, we got to limit it, and I'm okay with it.
Yeah, we just have to see what Colorado's limiting us to doing in terms of going out.
Yeah, and that's okay.
If we have to just party at my house, we party at my house.
And that's
I can
okay.
grab a fondue pot from work, and we can make our own fondue.
Yeah, we can definitely do that. I mean, you guys have a crock pot too, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we can figure it out. If we need to fondue at the house, like, we can do that, and we can always do photos at the house and enjoy each other's company, and, like, really that's what matters most is just being able to spend time with each other. So,
Naked hookah in the hot tub.
yeah, that's the plan. Absolutely.
I agree. That sounds like a peaceful plan.
And then sitting outside while it's snowing and smoking marijuana, that also sounds like a fabulous plan. On top of weenie roasting and s'mores, because I don't think we ever got around to the s'mores. I do remember roasting weenies, but I don't remember eating s'mores.
Mm-hmm.
That may be the full. That might be the entirety of Colorado.
I think restaurants and stuff are so
Yeah.
But with healthcare providers getting the shot, that may be going down for a little.
Possible. Yeah, Denver. So right now, I was just looking up the state of things.
Mhm.
Denver's still at level red, so we're still limited for now. Hopefully, things are getting better with the shots starting to get deployed, but we'll see.
Are any of the restaurants open at all, or no?
No,
To go only.
level red means they carry out and delivery only,
Okay.
which means pretty much the melting pot. They can't be open. They can't do delivery.
Right. Yeah, that's true. Well, like, it's really interesting because a lot of Louisiana has went back to phase 1 as well, but because Orleans Parish has been at phase 1 or phase 2 for so long, that they literally just opened up some of the bars and clubs within the past month. And because that parish specifically, which would be equivalent to a county, is under 5% in COVID cases, a lot of the bars and restaurants are still able to stay open right now at phase 3 because we've been able to keep the numbers so low, but they have been closed this whole time. They just opened up a month ago versus Denver. A lot of the bars and restaurants have been open a lot longer. So I can see how things might be a little different, which is understandable. It's definitely a case by case, state by state, city by city, county by county thing, and I totally get that.
Yep.
I mean, I've been visiting Florida for work, and the club that I work at in Florida, nobody wears a mask. The employees, the patrons, like, nobody wears a mask, and I'm the only person in the entire establishment wearing a mask the entire time I'm there, which I don't care. I'm gonna wear my mask regardless if it helps me or helps you. I don't fucking care who it helps. At this point, like, it's been said to wear a mask for however many fucking months. I'm gonna wear a stupid fucking mask because it doesn't hurt me. Who it helps, I don't know, but it doesn't hurt me, so I'm not gonna not wear one. That's a personal choice. But I've seen all of maybe 2 customers come into the bar wearing a mask. And it is what it is. I mean, I'm not going to, like, yell at people and enforce the rule. The difference between, like, here and there is when you're giving a lap dance in New Orleans, you're 6 feet apart from the person. It's not really much of a lap dance when you're 6 feet away from the person. You know?
That's not a lap dance.
No, it's not. It's just a private dance, and it's really not even all that private because of the way that they have the area set up, and that if you're in the first section, that people have to walk in between you and the customer to get to another section to perform a dance. So, like, it can be a little bit awkward. It's definitely not as personable as people would prefer it to be, and I totally understand how that might not be as entertaining. And versus, like, where I'm at in Florida, it's fair game, dude. Like, VIP rooms, full game, lap dances, private dances, like, everybody's in each other's faces. It's like another fucking day. But I'm wearing my mask the whole time.
I love your masks, by the way, and how they match your outfit.
Thank you.
Couple I've seen on Instagram. I'm, like, both jelly and impressed.
Well, that one purple and black outfit that, like, the masks is the same exact fabric as the outfit was made by Karen from BBI Designs, and she's actually a Chateau kitten, and she does custom burlesque dancer outfits, and she's based in Canada. She's close friends with Claudia, and she's really fucking great. So if you're ever looking for anything along those lines, I highly recommend her. Which,
followed on Instagram.
yeah, she is fucking awesome.
No, this is real cute stuff.
Yeah, she made McDonald's outfits for Claudia and Claudia's obsession with McDonald's, and it's fucking amazing.
Incredible.
It is.
I love it. Yeah, this is super cute. I gotta like the whole matching mask thing, because, you know.
Oh, me too.
Might as well go out bright. You know?
Oh, fuck yeah.
So I just realized that Claudia lives in Westminster, which is a suburb of Vancouver.
Yeah.
Which is where I grew up.
No way.
Yep.
She didn't see the Jupiter one.
Westminster's on the north side of Vancouver. I grew up in Richmond, which is on the south end.
Okay.
So,
That's awesome.
okay. I kind of know some of the places that she's talking about.
That's super cool. I love
Right,
Claudia.
so, a clearing in the woods. You arrive in the clearing in the woods, and you see a strange, hunchbacked creature up and away. This shape over here to the right of the screen. It's hunchbacked, and it looks like it's wearing a cloak.
Interesting. Hunchback creature wearing a cloak.
It hasn't made any move to indicate that it's aware of your presence, but you're not, you're tromping through snowy woods. You're not particularly quiet.
Word. I mean, I would just, be polite, keep my social distance, and carry on.
It's not COVID.
No COVID in this, not in my fantasy universe.
No, there is no such thing. We already went through Plague Town, okay? We made it out of Plague Town, so...
We're done. We're done with plagues. We're done with pandemics.
Yep.
My fantasy universe.
Onward through the snow.
Yo.
The merchant, however, calls out to him. I say, good man, do you know where we are, where we might find the Fae? In a very loud voice.
Oh, there goes our cover, I guess.
Business and be this stupid.
What?
I don't say that, but I'm thinking it. I can't to tell the other people that I'm saying that I'm thinking that, but not him.
The hooded creature kind of just, from being bent down, looks up, and these glowing eyes, 3 of them to be precise, and sharp teeth of this giant grin. Oh, you found us, all right.
Congratulations.
Yay!
It throws its head back and lets out this barking, howling noise. Roll Fey lore.
Ah!
Oh, dear God.
So cold.
I only got a 14.
This is a form of a gremlin, specifically called a nuglub. They're not particularly powerful, but they really like to fight. As the saying goes, nuglubs are deranged. They enjoy combat with a maniac glee that other gremlins reserve for destroying devices or creating traps.
So I would yell out in Sylvan, being like, "We don't have to fight. Just let us go on our way."
But what fun would that be? It says as its claws come out from inside of its cloak that's actually made of its own long hair, and it's just kind of running its claws over them like sharpening of knives.
Still in Sylvan, Sephi kind of prestidigitations some vines up behind her and is like, "It'll be the last fun you ever have."
I don't know how.
Well then, let's make it a good time.
No,
And he charges forward.
And combat begins.
Roll initiative.
Yup.
Woo!
I mean, she knew he was gonna fight. She was just like, "Let's go." And Sephi's a lot more of a badass in Sylvan than in English.
I got a
I
29.
understood every word of that, so
Huh?
Vivian understood every word of that, so she's like,
Sephi wants to throw down! Okay! Sephi throws the fuck down in Sylvan. In English, she's like, Sephi!
Right.
Get out.
Yeah.
Okay, roll me initiative.
29.
I got a 24.
I got a 17.
24 was Sephi.
Yeah.
Vivian was 17. Tatiana?
29.
Okay. Let's see.
Hey Google, play Skyrim music.
Skyrim main
Okay.
theme by Peter Hollins, Lindsay Sterling, Shaw. Playing on Spotify.
All right. Tatiana goes first.
Yeah, boy.
Know what's up.
Fireball.
Okay.
Oh,
You know what, Google? You're a
Oh,
little
yeah,
best right,
that's
Google
pretty
man.
good.
thing.
They're better.
I might have to move my Google home. He might be too close. How obnoxious is the music for you guys right now?
It's
not
background.
bad. Yeah.
Hey Google, volume down. Okay. That should be tolerable. Alright. It's my turn. Fireball!
This is probably
They're not within 20 feet of each other, so I'm not doing fireball right now.
Save that for something tasty.
Yeah, I will. I'm saving
Or,
that.
you know, at least something where you've got more than one of them, and the area effect is particularly useful.
Exactly. Okay, so these two creatures that are closest to us, have we encountered them so far? Are they just kind of like chilling there?
The things that are close to you, that's the merchant and the other, and the teamster.
Okay,
Yep.
so they're on our
90%
side.
Table.
Yep, they're on your side.
Okay, cool. Alright. And this bitch,
This guy
he
that's
wants
over
to
here.
fight.
That is the nub glove that wants to fuck with you.
Cool. This little bitch wants to fight. Alright. I don't think I've used this one yet. Oh wait, I don't know if okay, maybe that's not the one okay, it would be this one. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. Okay, so he's within 60 feet.
Yeah.
Alright. So I got a 17 for a spell attack.
Okay.
So blistering invective is like yelling at him. So basically, like, I'm sure that my friend here told you that we don't want any problems and we would like to meander on. So if you don't want to move, there's gonna be even more consequences than what you're about to endure. It's a will save.
Okay.
And it's a 2d6 persistent, so I don't know if it does like 2d6 automatically. It just says it's 60 feet, will save for one creature.
And the damage is 2d6.
Well, it says 2d6 persistent.
Oh, is that like a fear?
It might be similar to fear. Fear just makes them run away. So I think it's
Yep.
similar to fear in the fact that, like, if they stand there and they tolerate this, then on the next round they are getting, like, physically hurt from it. But, I mean, we might need to look it up, because...
Let me look it up.
Yeah, because I don't have anything written down for regular damage. I only have a persistent damage. I'm not sure why. And it's only one
That may be
action.
how long it persists. Yay. A heap of insults and invectives spew from your mouth, words so devastating that your foes burn from the intensity of your diatribe. Your words deal 2d6 persistent fire damage.
So I automatically get a 2d6, and then every time persistently I get a 2d6.
Let's see.
that what I'm gathering?
Let's see. Well, he did not save. He did not make his saving throw. Okay, so he gets to make a saving throw every time, and if he beats it, then the effects wear off.
Okay.
But it keeps happening into him until he makes that saving throw.
Okay. And
So,
you said this time he failed.
Yep. So he'll take that damage on his turn.
Okay. So I rolled for it already, but if I need to roll for it again later, I can. But otherwise, I just rolled for it.
We'll just go with give me a number now, and so we'll just reuse that number over and over.
Okay, so that would be 9.
Okay.
I rolled 2 die at one time, and I got 9 total.
That's correct.
With 2 die. Okay. So, and that was only one of my actions. So for my other 2 actions, I will go with a fire splash for a 14.
Fire flash for 14 does not hit.
Okay.
Okay. So, with that, you hear movement in the woods back behind him. Apparently, there are more critters out here in the woods.
And oh man.
Sefti is next up.
Word. Let me use my actions to summon animal. So, I rolled a nat 20, and I summon a spear frog underneath our dear mouthy friend.
Hey, I don't think I have an icon for a frog.
I'd keep you on your toes, Patrick.
So you just get the standard star symbol for the, I haven't got an icon for that.
Perfect. But, yeah. And so it gets one action, right? Just automatically?
Yes.
Perfect. So it's going to bite Sir Mouthy Pants. And it gets a 15.
Okay. 15 does not hit.
Weird. And it just hangs. It waits, lies in wait.
Okay. Let's see. Next up is the Nub Glub.
Hey Google, play battle music.
Battle music by Blake Robinson Synthetic Orchestra, Shaw. Playing on Spotify.
It charges forward and attacks the merchant.
Oh?
Trying to put the chomp on him.
I'm not sure what happened to your share screen, but something went a little bit weird.
Tessa decided to not, to put it lightly.
So what did you get to see in the background there?
Oh, we did it. It was
Nothing inappropriate.
it was an X, and then a square, and then the little slash with like a shield. It was basically, you know, that little top thing in the top right-hand corner of your any type of screen where it's like the X and the box and the little dash. It was like
Yep.
that. That's all we saw.
Yo.
I don't know what happened. It got a little weird.
Yeah.
Cease to function.
It had a derp.
Yeah, don't know what that was.
It's okay. That's why I said so. I was like, we can't really see ourselves anymore.
At least it wasn't showing off my naughty background paper.
Ooh, that would have been
I was
epic.
wondering, I was like, Patrick.
I would have had to end the
Coming
stream
on.
real fucking quick.
Why did the Twitch stream drop? If you know, you know.
If you know.
Alright.
Okay, there we go. We're back to normal.
Huzzah!
Yeah, the Nuglub runs up and takes a chomp at the merchant, who is only protected by the quality chainmail that he's wearing.
Can't protect himself or
And
his
then
children.
when the Nuglub's slash with his claws, he actually slips in the snow. So the Snuglub is on his ass. He rolled that one.
Get wrecked, scrub.
Okay.
One me.
Next up is Vivian.
I'm going to cast Divine Lance.
Okay. Who are you aiming for?
The number.
Okay.
And that. 16 to hit.
Does not hit. Okay. Another move? Nope.
No Zombird or Skelly Boy. I got your Skelly Boy right here.
Yo, it's not fun. It's a jelly skelly.
I am going to cast Harm.
Okay. Spell attack roll.
Nat 20.
Okay. With the harmful magics that Vivian unleashes on the Nuglub, he is devolved to a fine red mist.
He dead.
Yeah. She got a nat 20 on her spell attack with a harm, and he's dead.
Good.
Alright.
Good, right?
There are more Fae in the clearing ahead, and some of them look quite a bit stronger.
Can I shout, or not shout, but in Sylvan, be like, we do not wish to fight. We are just looking for our children. Sorry.
Our children.
I mean, our children.
Not my fucking kids.
Not getting to the end of your singers, he's on that.
Not yet.
No, not yet.
Earlier, I heard downstairs. I heard a fireball.
She was contemplating a fireball, but the enemy was way too weak.
Yeah, it would no.
Fireball! Fireball!
They weren't close enough. Like no, it
I was gonna say,
wasn't.
Molly, Nard might not be your kid, but you can still be her daddy.
Too scared.
Ew.
I prayed for quick and safe passage.
Fireball! Fireball!
Yes,
Alright,
I was trying to get it into my boots.
trying.
Fireball!
go.
Fireball!
jiggle,
Yes.
jiggle, jiggle.
Fireball! Fireball!
It will happen.
This is fire! This is ball. Fireball! Fireball!
Yo,
I
That was
love
not
you.
meant for my face.
You're the best.
Fireball! Fireball!
I have-
Fireball! Fireball!
Chibi Peen. Chibi Peen also wants to fireball.
Collapse below it, yeah.
Hey, so for Twitch rolls, do
do completely rubber boobies count against Twitch?
No, we showed rubber boob earlier. They can show it again. I already told him he needs to be careful with the nipple because I pulled the nipple off of my rubber boob.
I'm rubbing my cock on it.
Ah! Yeah.
The teeny tiny booby like you have, that's currently hiding on the windows in our house. It gets moved around periodically.
Boob.
Amazing.
Because it sticks to windows.
That's amazing.
And then you have to wait until somebody goes, "Do you have a boob on your wall?"
Always a good conversation starter.
I just like Chibi Peen. I want to get a helmet for Chibi Peen.
Do it.
That way he never hurts his head. Ha 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 ha.
Focus here for the children. Let's see.
Oh, but if you flip him inside out, he can become a vagina. Maybe. Not really. No, that doesn't really look like a vagina. Just...
So Vivian has offered honey and citrus to some of the Fae to give them passage.
Oh.
Now the two winged ones here, they seem inclined to take this offering. So they will fly up and take the
Hey,
offering
Google,
of
play
honey
Viking
and citrus,
music.
and they will leave.
Playing some music on Spotify.
Thanks, boo boo. Bye bye.
Google,
two
that's not what I
red
asked.
They're much more looking for a fight as well.
Hey Google, play Viking.
Sylvie mutters, why you
Music
gotta be
on
like that, button
Spotify.
Sylvan.
Playing the album Viking on Spotify.
So,
Why you gotta be like
it is Red Cap number 1's turn.
Yeah, this sounds more like battle music now.
that? Leave me alone.
Still want to fight.
He does. Like a true
Oh,
crackhead,
now
he don't
there's
give a fuck who
words.
it is, he just wants to fight.
Damn it, Google.
Now
Hey,
one
Google,
for the guy that's attacked.
Play
So as
Viking
he's charging,
music.
Just like the Nuglub, this guy slides
Playing
on
the
his
album Celtic
ass,
Adventure, Nordic Viking music on
and instead
Spotify.
of ending up where he was planning,
No,
crashes
that's not what I
into this
want.
tree over here, which causes a burst of
Hey
laughter,
Google, play Skyrim music.
both from the other red cap
Playing the
and
album
from
The
the
Elder
tree
Scrolls
itself.
5 Skyrim on Spotify.
The tree is laughing at you. Even the trees think you funny.
The tree or the tree spirit. Okay. So apparently there's a dryad hiding in that tree, and she finds the red cap's behavior more than a little funny. Okay. So, it is the other red cap's turn. And after seeing his friend's folly, he advances at a march instead of a run.
Probably a good call.
And therefore does not make it into melee range for this turn. Okay. Let's see, red cap, human. The merchant simply stands there, ineffectually brandishing his sword. On the other hand, the teamster pulls out a bow and takes a couple of shots at the more prudent red cap. putting at least one arrow into him. Okay. So, the one red cap has taken an arrow into his arm. The other is laying on his back, slammed into a tree. Further into the clearing, you see a brownie, a grig, and a leprechaun all just kind of watching with mirth.
Do any of these brownies or grigs seem familiar?
Roll me a percentile die.
Excellent. 2 of them or just the one?
Let's see. We'll start with the grig. Roll me for the grig.
Both or just 1%?
Yep, you roll both of them.
So I got 68.
68. Nope, the grig is not a grig that you're familiar with.
Stuck on the top of the tower. Oh god! Come here! Okay. I got an 11.
Yeah, nope, not the brownie either.
Thanks.
Okay. Back to the top of the round. It is Tatiana's turn.
Oh, I'm so muted.
Now, red caps are particularly vicious and a little bit powerful in terms of Fae. These are not to be lightly trifled with.
Okay. And neither one of them have been hit yet, right?
One of them's taken an arrow.
Okay.
Not for a whole lot of damage, but some.
So I'm gonna go with Fire Arc for 20.
That hits.
For 8 points of damage, and that targets 2 creatures.
Okay.
And then Vesta is gonna attack the one in the trees with a bitey bite for 17.
Misses. No, wait, the guy's laying prone. Hits.
Okay. Then she gets 6 points of damage. And a second bite for 14.
14 misses.
Okay. I don't know. Does she get... She gets 3 actions because I gave her one of mine, right?
Yep.
If you gave her one, she has 2, and then she gets 1 automatically.
Yeah, so she gets 1 more then.
Yep.
Well, she got a nat 1 on the last bite.
Okay. She crashes in on top of him, and so they're all kind of laying there in a pile in the snow. You hear a voice from the tree. The Dryad says, "You be careful with fire near my tree."
Hard lady.
We
And
will.
The tree shakes, dumping a giant pile of snow from its branches down on top of Vesta and the red cap.
Oh, poo.
Sylvie, in all of that, screams out, "You heard the lady, but in Sylvan."
Uh-huh.
It's only so helpful.
Yeah, because
All right,
we don't
it is
speak
Steffi's
Sylvan.
turn.
Excellent. So my frog. Well, let me do my action first. I'm going to hit the red cap closest to me with electric arc.
Okay.
I feel like
And I got a. What is 19? My brain is like, what is math?
I feel as though we
What
should
is
not
math?
help the dryad.
Maybe it hurts me.
Maybe we shouldn't attack any of the enemies that are very free.
Kind of.
It's a matter of, you know,
I got a 30, so I wouldn't worry about it too much.
you got a what?
30.
Yeah.
So, zippity bop bop zap him. What do I use for? What do I do? 1d4. Plus 4. And he. Ah! Got a lot of wine. Drink. He takes 8 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I give my last action to my frog, who takes 2 actions to get to the red coat closest to him. And then tries to give him the old bitey bite, as a spear frog does. And gets 23.
Hit.
Excellent. What did I roll for that? 1d6. So he takes 3 points of damage for the attack itself, but needs to roll a DC 15 fortitude check to see if he takes poison damage.
Let's see, hold on. What was the attack first?
3.
Okay. And then what was the DC on his saving throw?
15. We've reached critical shield again.
Why does it keep doing that?
I don't know.
Just to
But
be
it's
vexing,
really
I
funny.
think. The spirit of Krampus.
Okay. His fortitude. He does not make the fortitude saving throw. He's got
Excellent.
poison.
Then he takes.
So let me just make sure he's not immune to poison.
Well, I'll roll just in case. And then add that.
Nope, he is not immune to poison. Okay.
Well, he takes 2 points of damage every round for 6 rounds, assuming he lives so long. So. Oh, never mind. So stage 1 is 1d4 of poison damage for 1 round, and then he'll do the saving throw again. And if he fails that second saving throw, he'll take a d6 plus being enfeebled.
Okay.
Nice.
So give me that d6.
I think it's the next round that I do the d6.
Okay.
Yeah. So right now he takes an extra 2 points, and then next round if he fails again, he gets that extra d6.
Okay.
You know, you're definitely drinking a lot of wine when you get wine lips.
What are wine lips?
A little bit purpley along the edge.
Oh, is that a thing?
Mm-hmm.
Well, clearly I'm not drinking enough wine.
Get on it, Callie.
Yo, this glass was full and I already emptied it, okay?
Lord.
Now I'm finishing the little bit left of my daiquiri.
You gotta
Before
sort
I go
yourself out, you know? Be a
refill my
responsible drinker.
I mean, it's not like I have anywhere to go. I just have to, like, walk my dog.
Exactly, responsible drinker.
And also wake up the person in, like, an hour and 20 minutes and make sure they take their meds.
All right. The Dryad, it's her turn. She yells out in Sylvan. Did you say something about looking for children?
Potentially.
I'll reply back, yeah, we're looking for children who just want a quick and safe. We don't want to fight. We have honey or citrus. What do you prefer?
Got food, baby.
We have wine. We have whiskey.
Well, wait. I'm gonna message Molly or Tatiana. We're not gonna tell the Fae that we have whiskey until we need it.
That's fine.
Oh, you're saving that for your big bribe?
For
Yeah.
Krampus.
Yeah, the big bribe.
But I mean, if she's not gonna accept the citrus and honey, we might use the wine then, and whiskey then.
I mean, if she's not trying to fight us right now anyway, whatever, let's just kill everyone else.
I can guarantee, or not guarantee, but I will not harm the trees.
Me too. I mean,
Yeah,
I am part tree.
Vesta can step out of the tree whenever it's her turn that she can move.
I know.
That's right, she's up here.
Whenever she's allowed to move, she'll get away.
Yeah, as soon as she can move, she'll move, but...
But yeah, definitely the Dryads, like, you're looking for children. Sephi would just nod a bunch.
Yep.
Like,
And you're
yes.
looking for the Krampus's cave,
Yes.
and you just have to get past his minions here.
So, that's fine.
Sephi just kind of goes like, oh, and kind of nods like, okay, that means we're in the right direction. Cool. Thanks for the information.
It
Little
is
miss.
a nice vape, and it does taste really good. And I can't wait to give it back to you and get my
And the
vape
tree
back.
actually
Also, I washed your blanket.
lifts a branch and sweeps away the pile of snow, sending the red cap and Vesta tumbling. Again, no damage, but let's see where they land. The red cap lands there. And Vesco lands over there. So,
None.
she doesn't seem so inclined to join the fight, but she definitely doesn't want a fight going on under her tree.
Reasonable.
I see you, Cheeky, and your yawns, and you better quit that shit.
I'll
I'm a perpetually tired pigeon.
gently toss
That's
him
who I am.
like I'm trying to go.
Not a night owl or an early bird, just perpetually tired pigeon.
The Dryad reflexively catches the lime and then looks at you with a glare. She
You are a
just
lemon
received
lady.
something from you without an agreed upon bargain.
Oh yeah. Haha. Haha, you.
Oh my. Ha ha.
What shall she do? Oh, very well. And she casts a spell.
Nice.
The red cap is completely enthralled with the Dryad's beauty.
Word
His,
it up.
his focus on anything is completely shot.
Good.
Hey ho.
So he just walks over and sits down at the foot of the Dryad's tree and just stares up at her longingly. Winter, you please go close the window of the bathroom. Okay. When you get back, it's your turn.
Yay.
I am going to fight the red cat right in front of me.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Divine Lance.
Okay.
And I did not.
Okay.
Then I am going to cast Divine Lance again. Or attempt to. And I got a nat 1.
See the line there. So, 50-50 odds Vesta gets hit with a spell.
No.
No, Vesta.
Vesta ducks,
Yay!
and your Divine Lance hits the tree. Now, unfortunately, because your divine spells have gone from being of the light gods to a little bit darker, and almost that tree next to the Dryad's tree, not hers, thankfully, but it shudders and starts to wilt a little bit.
Can I
Oopsies.
fix it? I'm sorry, just fix it.
Just fix it.
Fix the tree.
The tree. To be fair,
You.
I could. It's just not my turn, but I can fix the tree.
Okay. So, it is the red cap standing in front of Vivian's turn. Ooh. Ouch. Nope. A 31 to hit
Ooh,
with a scythe.
okay.
10. "13 points of damage with his scythe. This thing is bloody and dangerous. Alright. The merchant, again, still stands around with his thumb up his ass, mostly useless.
Useless.
But the teamster will charge up and take a swing at the red cap with his truncheon. First one misses, and the second one hits. And the red cap screams in agony.
Good. Get that scrub.
He really doesn't like being bashed in the head with a truncheon made of blessed holly.
Gaia. Gaia. Gaia.
You being cute, Gaia?
No.
You being precious?
She's just ignoring the fuck out of me. Gaia!
You're not being precious, you're ignoring me!
It didn't work.
Okay. Back to the top of the round, Vivian.
Wait, it just went.
No, I'm sorry, Tatiana.
Throw fireball!
If, there.
So further up into the clearing, there's the Grig has left, but the leprechaun and the brownie are sitting there just watching. So, what do you do, Tatiana?
Fire arc. For 15.
15 does not hit.
Okay. Vesta is gonna do the bitey bite. Oh wait, Vesta gets persistent damage.
A D4 of persistent damage.
Yeet. So she gets 5 points of persistent damage. Oh wait, sorry. 1d4, so it's 2 points persistent damage. And then she's gonna go for another bite. For 12. For a nat 20.
Okay, the nat 20, they get a really good bite in.
For 7 points of damage.
Okay.
And for a 12 for the last one, so meh.
Okay.
I love that I have this coloring sheet in the middle of all my fucking character sheets. Like, it's
As
not,
it should be.
Nice.
not really where it belongs, but okay.
No.
Okay. Duffy, it's your turn.
When?
There is
So-
one red cap that's dazed and confused and just enthralled with the dryad.
And under the dryad's tree.
There's a tree next to the dryad's tree that is wilting from this unholy bolt of energy that Vivian accidentally hit it with.
Fix it, please.
I will. It's in the mind, and I will not forget it. However, I do think I'll use my oh so valuable combat moves to give the Yi Zap to the one that is not under the tree, just in case I fuck it up. I got a 17.
17 does not hit.
There we go. Give my last move to the frog. So the frog goes in for a bite on its new arch nemesis. And gets also a 17.
17 does not hit, but you do have the persistent damage from last roll,
Oh,
which he does not pass his saving throw.
so he will take 3 more points of damage, and he has now enfeebled 1.
Okay, so everything he does, because he is weaker, takes a -1 on everything.
Nice. And I think he'll, for the next 4 rounds, will also take that d6.
Okay.
So, Froggy's gonna try for one more bite, because that's all he knows how to do, because he's a frog. And got an 11, which doesn't hit either.
Nope. Alright,
He has,
Vivian,
he
your
has
turn.
3 moves. But didn't work anyway, so continue, Vivian.
I'm gonna use my whip.
Okay. Alright. Are you aiming for a trip, or just a damaging attack?
I think I'm gonna do trip because I think I have an item that makes the trip damaging.
Yep. The wolf token.
I don't know how damaging it makes it.
It adds your strength bonus.
I don't have strength bonus.
Okay, we'll go with a minimum 1, so give it an extra point of damage.
Can I use my my athletics points because I made those specifically for tripping.
I can't give you that much extra damage.
Okay. Thanks. Okay, hold on. Oh, it gets bludgeoning damage. Alright, well, I'm gonna trip it.
Okay.
And I got. Not high enough. Wait, actually, maybe. No, not high enough.
What's your attack?
My attack is 9.
9 plus 9
18.
is 18. Plus we have leveled you up. So you manage to wrap the whip around his legs, pulling it tight, and he smacks face first into the snow.
Ooh.
And because of the forcefulness of this and your magical token, he takes a point of damage while he's doing it.
Ooh.
So now not only is he tripped and face first into the ground, his legs are bound so long as you don't flick your whip to get them loose. Oh, you have those silver barbs that I gave you too for um, extra trip.
Oh, yep, let's do the trip.
Yeah, so you clearly tripped this guy.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, then I am going to cast Divine Land.
Okay. He is on the ground at your feet. Think about the bonuses you get with that.
I got a 15 plus 9, 13,
23. Okay. So you just basically stick your hand out and do a holy lance straight down into the back of his head.
And then that is 1d4 plus my spell modifier, so 4 damage.
Okay. All right. So let's see. That's Vivian's turn. The other red cap is just sitting out underneath the tree, looking up at the dryad's titties, trying to get a look up her deep skirt.
Yo.
He's clearly just flirting the hell out of them. As any professional dancer would be able to tell you, she's leading him on and has no intention of showing him the goods.
Big mood.
Because you know, if you're not tipping,
You can get your broke ass home, like Fergie said.
Right.
Basically.
Mm-hmm.
so the other one, who's down the snow, does manage to extricate his feet from the whip and rolls to stand up. Both Vivian, the teamster, and holy crap, he's kind of surrounded. Everyone who's in range gets an attack of opportunity as he tries to get up off the ground.
He's the one under the tree or the one away from the tree?
He is the one away from the tree. The one by the tree is enthralled and doesn't give no fucks.
Froggy gets an attack of opportunity. He rolled a nat 1, but he tried his little froggy best.
Okay. Let's see. We'll go with the teamster next. Teamster misses. Vivian.
I got a 13 plus 9. I'm gonna go ahead and trip him again.
Okay. So he's trying to get up, and you just yank the ground pretty much right out from underneath him, which unfortunately screws over Vesta's attack of opportunity, because she was, aiming to bite where he was. Not that he's, not back down in the snow, but that pretty much screws his turn over completely. All right. The merchant continues to cower with fear. The teamster brings down that blessed cudgel on the Ettercap's head, doing another significant amount of damage to him. Okay. Top of the round, Tatiana.
Hey-ho.
This Ettercap is in a world of hurt.
Elemental toss for 23 on the guy with the less damage.
You're bringing him back into the fight if you do that.
Oh, is he not fighting right now?
No, he's completely enthralled by the dryad.
I mean, he's also like nearly dead, so.
Fighting an enemy that's underneath her tree, and she clearly made it clear that she does not like that.
Basically, Dryad's doing the stripper moves up in her tree, and he's sitting at the table and not even tipping.
Wait, that's the one that's about to die though, right? On the left?
No, the one that's on the. Let's see.
The one that's still in the yellow?
I'm having a colorblind moment.
Okay, there's one in yellow with a bar like this big, and then there's one in red with a bar like this big.
Oh, well, apparently then I've reversed the points on both of them.
I mean, yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
Fixable.
Okay. That hoe right in front of me. That was about to die. He's probably dead now. I hit him with the 23.
Okay, that hits.
The 8. Is this the 8? This is
Mr.
the 8.
Please bring me some pizza as well.
For 3 points of damage.
No.
Not dead yet.
Oh, he a hoe. Vesta steps in for a tail slash for 20.
Hits.
6 points of damage.
Now he's dead.
Now him dead. And I should leave the other guy alone because he's not paying attention anymore and we fucked that guy, and so we're gonna move on.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Okay, bye!
Bye. So as we waddle along towards the cave, though, I will go over and heal the tree.
Waddle.
Waddle onward towards the cave. Let me see how much hit points I can fix it for, if it will let me. I just got a new phone recently, so everything's in a different spot. So 1d8. Well, I heal it for 1 hit point.
The magic was not intended for the tree that it hurted, but the magic that you were casting was intentional, and the dryad bolsters your tree healing magic, and the tree is now perfectly fine.
Yeah.
It was your intention to do the right by the trees that mattered to the dryad.
Epic. The tree is healed.
Okay,
It is good to go.
you move forward into the clearing, and there is a brownie and a leprechaun sitting there or watching you as you approach. They're sitting on a stump together, and apparently they've been playing dice while you were beating up the red caps.
That's good. I mean, I just like wave. Real nice, real harmlessly cute, and all that good stuff, and then keep heading towards the cave.
Well, little young tree child, what do you doing here in these woods?
Go and go get my friend. To be fair, I probably would just communicate with them instead of like a child. So I just would be like, we're gonna go get my friend. Krampus took her. So I've been told that Krampus tends to work with people who want their children back.
What was that last part?
Krampus normally works out a deal with those who want their children back.
Depends upon what they're willing to negotiate with him. But for the most part, he only takes the ones that he's only supposed to take the ones who are, ill-behaved and, just going to make a mess of this world.
So I've heard, but my friend is quiet, sweet, wouldn't say a thing, speak above a whisper. So I don't really understand why she was taken.
And my friend isn't a child.
That too.
What?
Basically, I would translate what Natiana just yelled at Ada. That too.
Your friend is not a child, but was taken.
Mm-hmm.
She's
She's a
just
halfling.
small.
She's past the age of puberty, and yet he took her.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we don't know
he's
that.
not-
Somebody's breaking the rules. I don't translate what you said there. I was like, somebody's breaking the rules.
He,
And they could speak common for all I know and not need my translation, but here we are, so.
If he be breaking the rules, then he's incurred himself a debt. And that's not a smart thing for him to be doing.
Fully agreed. But no way of knowing till we get there. Is he just through this cave here?
Three children that I saw him carrying, or at least I thought they were. One did have bubblegum pink hair.
oh,
That would be the one that's not a child.
she is not a child. She just looks like one.
Well then, if you'd be willing to trade with me, I might have advice for you.
What would you be interested in?
My nose be a tad keener than most, and I know what's in the bottle in there. And that's smelling like some good stuff to me. My companion and I would be more than happy to sit here and toast to the shortest day with that bottle of whiskey you've got.
I mean, I'm fine giving them the whiskey if we want to, but IDK if somebody else wants to do something else.
Can we fucking like press the digitation a ball of some bottle of something to appear as whiskey? Okay, I might be kidding on this. I'm just saying.
This is Schrodinger's joke, guys. Don't take it too seriously.
We technically have. Also, I really want a piece of pizza. We technically have 2 bottles of fancy whiskey and 2 bottles of fancy wine. So like, if we sacrifice 1 bottle, that's what. But like, wait, what are we sacrificing the bottle of whiskey for? Like, what are we getting out of it?
Advice.
No.
Advice or passage?
No, I don't want her advice. I'm just gonna go kill the motherfucker to get Nari back.
Ask for safe passage. Safe
Yeah.
passage.
No,
I'd
I'll
be down
fucking.
for that.
I will fireball her. It's not. I don't need her fucking. She's one person. We don't need her safe passage. Like, fuck that shit. For a bottle of whiskey. No, fucking press the digitation a bottle of whiskey, disappear, and then she'll fucking come find us later. And by then, I'll fireball her ass.
You sound like you're gonna piss off the entire bay.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I would trade the bottle of whiskey for safe passage. Be like, your advice is nice, but safe passage directly to dumb man himself is
Ah,
worth
well,
the whiskey.
somebody who knows how to bargain. Here, I'll give you this. You sit down and drink with me and my friend here.
No.
Let's share that bottle.
Absolutely fucking not.
Why
You
not?
didn't even hear what I had to say.
We should totally sit down and drink with them. I want to sit and drink with them. Let's get drunk. Also, bitch, where's my fucking piece of pizza?
Colorado.
Well,
That's true.
help! I'm not in Colorado. It's. You know what? I'll be back in a couple minutes while I go heat up some pizza rolls since you can't share.
Okay.
But don't worry, I can still hear you from the kitchen because it's only like 5 feet away.
Excellent.
Okay, so I say that we take them up on their deal of the advice and also ask for safe passage.
That's my thought as well.
What he was saying was that the Krampus is breaking his rules, and he's giving you, he was offering advice on how to deal with the Krampus.
Yeah, I'm like, I think that's worth it. Especially if we also do, like, safe passage directly to the man himself, because this feels like a cave that's also full with more minions. It's like, just help us circumvent the minions, if there are any, and give us advice, and you can have your whiskey. That's Sephi's thought on the matter.
Is a wily thought you've got there. I can offer you a trick to help you get by some of the Fae inside. I can't say that it'll work on all of them. Why, simple. You're all leprechauns. But for that, you have to sit down and have a drink with me.
I mean, sounds good to me to at least have a drink with them.
Do I look
Unless-
like a leprechaun?
They're insane.
Why do you not want to drink with a leprechaun?
You don't drink with a leprechaun. You don't eat with the Fae. You don't do anything with the Fae. You make your meals and you go.
You don't eat the Fae's food.
Yeah.
You brought the food to the table. But never have a drinking game with a leprechaun.
Well, we're not playing any games right now.
Like giving the leprechaun the whiskey, it is now his to share, so it is the Fae's food.
We haven't given it to him yet. We've just talked about what we do to give it to them.
I'm sure we have other containers we can put the alcohol in to give it to them. We don't have to give them a whole fucking bottle.
Yeah, I will pour the whiskey into the shot glasses for us all to share. Who's all taking a shot? Raise your hand. Woo! Okay, everybody gets a shot.
Okay.
Steffi's just passes through.
So
Instantaneously passes through.
now the reason I wanted you to drink with me is because my friend here, pointing to the brownie, he's not much of a connoisseur of whiskeys, and so he just downs it and doesn't have anything to say about it. But this is some good stuff. Now, Silante, and he sips it, tastes his whiskey, and not quite shoots it, but doesn't just sip at it, but just does that slow pour to let it run down his throat. You feel that burn all the way down. Oh, Solancha, excuse me. It's just Solancha. It's a Irish cheers.
Cilantro?
Nope. So you feel two things as you look around at your friends. You all now appear to be leprechauns.
Oh my god, stop.
Now this is just Fey glamour. So because you know better, you can see through it, and you can see the misty outline of Tatiana above the large-titted leprechaun lass standing where she once was.
Incredible.
Sephi, for some strange reason, just looks like a walking shillelagh.
I can live with that. Quick, somebody carry me.
Ow, 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 ow.
The second thing is that you all get a +5 against fear for the next hour. You just drank liquid courage with a leprechaun.
Oh. Fabulous.
But you also get a -1 to your common sense. We'll see if that has any effect as we go along.
Have much of that to begin with.
Right. You're adventurers. Who needs common sense?
On adventures. I wouldn't be here. I'd be enforced.
Yep. All right. With that, the leprechaun picks up the bottle of whiskey, pours some more into the mug of his brownie friend, and keeps the majority of it for himself, and wanders off into the woods.
He didn't give us any advice. Except for to be leprechauns.
Ah, yes, the advice.
I was gonna say throw a rock at him.
My advice! That's nice! Shakes the shot glass.
You sound like Borat right now.
So,
That's nice.
if he gives you any trouble, just tell him that you'll be more than happy to call upon Baba Yaga, the enforcer of the rules.
Deal.
Advice.
Good advice.
Okay. You have now managed to circumvent all of the Fae that were hanging out outside of the cave. Now it's time to go inside.
Bum, bum, bum. I snuggle up to Vivian, hoping she'll carry me since I'm supposed to be, an inanimate object and stuff.
I'm just as small as you are at this point. It would look very odd if you walked in.
Wasn't the shillelagh like a...
Like that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, but if I saw us like a friggin' AR bouncing up and down headed into a cave, I would be like, bro.
Yellow. I forgot.
Someone would probably carry me with them so I don't alert suspicion.
I just realized Thwack never came along.
He did not.
Fuck.
With black.
He's teaching Zombird and Skelly Boy how to play Uno.
Good luck to him.
Huh?
Okay.
I may or may not be burning my mouth with pizza rolls.
That is the nature of pizza rolls.
Ow. I will survive.
Oh, as long as I know heavy love, I know I'll stay alive.
Okay. You head into the cave. Sharing spree.
Fireball.
Fireball.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, we need to add the human images. Teamster.
Hey, Cage.
All right.
Cage Kinko said, "Hi, people." Or more than people, but hello.
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 All right. So you enter into the cave, and you find after going down a little path, come into a larger room, and you can see that there is another bigger room further ahead. And from your vantage point, you could see another leprechaun, a different one, standing about, and apparently he's talking with someone. What do you do?
Fireball.
Act like nothing's up and just walk on by like we belong here, I'd say.
Like, mimic them.
Agreed.
Prestidigitation, juggling, fireball titties.
Okay. So as you come around into the point to the room. The leprechaun stops talking to the brownie that's a little ways on, and turns and looks at you. And let's see.
I want to pull a Frosty right now and go, Happy birthday!
The leprechaun looks you up and down, and gets this wry smile on his face, and with a cocked eyebrow, welcome, sisters and brothers, to our merry solstice gathering. Come on in.
This leprechaun's like, chaos is my game, baby. Let's go.
So, what you see in the room, there is there's a pool in the center of the room. I'll move this guy out of the pool.
Taking the swim.
There's a pool in the center of the room. There's a couple more red caps in here. Another one of those nub glubs who's just sitting over there sharpening his claws. A couple of brownies. There's a sprite that's hovering over the pool, apparently having a conversation with a Nixie that's down in the pool.
You're talking about Sprite and Brownie, and I'm just like, food and drink, please?
Feed me, please. I'm with you.
And there's a what in the pool?
A Nixie.
A Nixie.
Nixie. Okay.
It is a water spirit. They have
Okay.
a tendency to, drown people.
Oh, fun. We should definitely play with that creature.
Like, I think I've actually summoned one of those before too, and I'd roll to see if I recognize any of them, but I don't know if it would matter considering I am a shillelagh at the moment.
Well, go ahead and roll. Let's see what you know about them.
I think
The higher
I've
you
summoned.
roll, the more you know.
I think I've summoned a Nixie before. So I wonder if I recognize any of these specific fey creatures.
I'll roll for that one.
Okay. So, like, I've summoned some brownies, I've summoned a Nixie before. That's about that, I think. I don't think any of the other ones I've ever summoned.
You know what? If you can summon a Brownie and a Sprite in real life, you got me.
Big mood, though. Big mood.
That just means bring me a Sprite and a Brownie next time I see you.
I will. I'll do it. I'll make a note. I'm gonna do it.
Nope, none of these are individuals that you're familiar with.
Wait. Well, maybe not rats. Maybe they don't know me then.
No, you did get the name from that one Grig. I can't remember. She summoned up a Grig in battle, if I remember correctly. And then, when it got injured, she healed him.
Yeah.
And even healed him more after battle.
So I'm like, yeah. There's some I know. And who like me and would want to not give me the murder. But none of the ones that are here. In theory, anyway.
Yep.
That's the only one where they probably like me is there was that one creature, the Velociraptor I summoned at the beginning that got killed.
Velocichicken.
Velocichicken. I don't know if it would be my biggest fan if it returned.
Mm.
It probably wouldn't hate me, but it
Right.
may, depending on what I do in the next combat with it.
So, what you've been spotted by the leprechaun, who's amused by this whole bunch of shenanigans, and the rest of them are just kind of looking at you kind of passively. The fact that an entire clan of leprechauns just showed up, that's kind of, big news. There's not a whole lot of the Fae here right now.
We're just here to party.
Feasting on children, that would be the red caps thing.
You.
So, what are you going to do?
Continue onward. Hi, friend. We're on our way to find our other friends. May we continue?
I'm just gonna keep paying attention to the other thing.
You could see they're kind of anticipatory, but there seems to be a mild sense of dread amongst them. Like something's clearly not right.
Thought I asked.
Sneaky compass in here.
I just say we keep meandering inward,
Okay.
acting casual, hoping for the best. Until we can, at least till we can see the full, like, span of the room. And hopefully Krampus, but if not...
I just care about Nari. Can we just find Nari?
I mean, I assume wherever Krampus is, thus is Nari.
But we have connection with Nari.
This is true.
Which way are the bracelets telling us to go?
Yingity yanked in any direction whatsoever.
When you feel for it, you could tell that she is very close by, and probably just a little bit to the north of you.
I'd say the group should head to the north end of this party then,
We're going.
and see what else we see.
Yup.
There we go.
There he be.
R-he-b.
Alright.
Little hoe.
So, you are now face to face with the Krampus. That was not a Krampus, that's the Krampus.
Lego.
As he turns to look at you, it's clear that he can see right through your disguises.
I mean, he's the Krampus. So there you go.
So, well, you've come just in time. The solstice feast is tonight.
We've heard some rules have been broken, and we feel as though the solstice feast cannot commence until we set things right.
Oh, really?
Hmm.
And just what do you think is not impropriety?
I don't know. Maybe
Looks pointedly at Tatiana.
You, sir, took someone who is not a child! With intimidating glare.
I have news that you have kidnapped children who are not naughty.
I don't even give a shit about the children who are not naughty. You picked somebody who wasn't even a fucking child. Little bitch. Give me back my whore. Just kidding.
Did you just say, give me back my whore?
I did.
Just wanted to make sure that's what I heard.
That is what I said. Not to Krampus. That's just what I said out loud.
Got it.
I
We
did.
also have we have a father here who would like to argue his kids back, and we have news that our friend has been kidnapped. That is not a child.
Well, by my standards, she is. She's nowhere near as old as I am. Heck, not even as old as any Fae in this room.
I'm the oldest one of all of you.
Well,
But
By that standard, you just kidnap anybody.
Well, how old
depends
are you
upon my
then?
mood at the moment. But yes, I do see that two of those children's father is here. Let him come forth and say what he will.
Steffi's just glaring at him.
He's clearly afraid, but he also partook of the liquid courage, and that gives him just enough to step forward and speak to the Krampus.
Good.
As for, it is true, I am the father of 2 of the missing children. A little blonde-haired girl who is sweet as could be, and my son, whom I have sought to shelter him from the consequences of his own actions. And clearly I've done him no favors. The Krampus looks at him, says, "You've had the bravery to come and face me, so I will give you your daughter back." And with a wave of his hand, the daughter materializes just beside the father. But that insolent little twerp who broke the minstrel's harp, who tried snatching it away, and cared not for the people of this land when he did them harm, he is clearly mine to keep. What do you have to say for him?
That's on you, Mr. Merchant Man. I got my friend back.
Tatiana literally turns around.
So,
Gives a fuck about your shitty little kid.
So the little girl does run up to Seppi, and kind
And I'll press the digitation out a little, like, white lily and give it to her. And give her a hug, cause she's back and she's my friend!
She's not your fucking friend, you just played soup ball with her.
That's all it takes for Seppi. It's not a high bar, honey. It's not a high bar.
Guys, just the funniest.
The Fae are definitely moving closer to watch this.
My dog will not walk past the space heater. Instead, she leaped over it.
Oh, sweet girl.
Oh, sorry.
She's got a fur coat on. She's overheated anyway.
She leaped over to get to me, and she was like, "Fuck this shit." She stared at it, and then she leaped over to get away, and now she's yelling at me on the other side of the space heater.
Adorable.
Welcome to my life.
Adorable.
Whoa. Was that so? You come here. Come here.
Yeah, I can come here.
Hi, Gaia. Hi. My God.
We do still need to get Nari back if anyone has any bright ideas of how they can relinquish our little pink-haired friend.
Yeah, I mean, did we see her? Did we notice that she's there?
As he spirited the other girl into existence, I'm gonna have to go with probably not.
I didn't hear the last question.
Okay, where's the girl with the pink hair? You brought the good child and the shit child, but where is the one that's not even a child?
The Krampus turns as in full attention on you. The merchant moves out of the way because he doesn't want to be in that death glare that the Krampus is giving you.
That's fine, I'm giving that shit right the fuck back.
And he takes a sniff in your general direction. You've been touched by my brother.
Shut up, baby, I know it.
The lot of you. I was wondering what it was about that little one that had me so enthralled.
And
Having
who's
you
your
all
brother?
together, I can now sense it. You've gone from dealing with one of the four brothers to dealing with another of us. Most people think that's suicidal. Say it out loud.
The Pumpkin King was a solid guy.
Well, as it appears, we are all still alive. So whoever your brother is clearly our friend now. So you should give us our friend back.
Mm-hmm.
The Pumpkin King, a mortal friend.
And he was a friend.
Oh,
He
bunker.
was a solid guy.
He was my friend. He gave me a ring. He proposed.
He gave us goodies.
Oh, you're lucky I'm in a humorous mood, because if I took that as seriously, I'd have to whisk you away to meet your bride, or your groom, as the case may be. Be careful what you say when talking to the Fey Lord.
Mister, please help.
He helped.
Started asking Sylvan, if we give you something of the Pumpkin Kings, will you give us back Nari as a trade?
What would you be willing to trade for her?
So I pull out the dead twig that has some kind of magical properties that we never actually figured out what they were, and therefore this is useless to me, but maybe not to him.
When did I give you those?
At the Halloween thing. He gave
At
Sephi a...
the end where Jack was giving out boons?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to give up my ring, man. That's a good ring.
No, I'm giving him the dead twig. You hang tight. See what he says about my twig.
I'm hanging. I am hanging.
Yep.
Your friend means enough to you that you would give me this boon given to you by one of the lords of Fae.
So Sephi says in Sylvian, she means the world to me, and then my little flower comes out of my hand and wraps around the twig. Means the world to me.
I cannot fault you. While your friend is nefarious and has a tendency to acquire objects of dubious provenance,
Sephi giggles at that.
she is not malicious nor harmful, nor spiteful, nor callous. I will trade you this token for your friend. And poof, Nari is now
Nari!
standing next to you.
Nari's been saved. Yeah.
The merchant will step forward one more time.
You're on your own about that dumb kid.
What was that?
I'm like, he's on his own about his dumb son. Or me, anyway. Not that Sephi would say that out loud, but...
Please, my lord, I would offer anything. Here, I will give you this man. And he points back to the Teamster.
Teamster's like, so what now?
He's been with me forever. And he is dear to me, but not as dear as my son.
Talk about taking one for the team. Damn!
The Krampus's look, while he was softened while talking with Sephi and about her love for Nari, turns hard and harsh, looking at the merchant. You bargain with that which is not yours to give. He is a hired man who has only given you your due and more. And yet you would bargain his life away? I think not. Poof, the merchant disappears. But
I hug the little girl to comfort her.
a bargain is a bargain, and in his place, the young boy comes back. He looks at the teamster. I take it then these two will now be your responsibility. Do a better job than that worthless man did. And see that they grow up with some respect towards life and their elders. And with that, the Krampus disappears.
We got a bargain for our lives, guys.
It's okay. I get the feeling the Fae are just kind of gonna be like, same name that one that was sharpened his claws. I don't know about that one, but
We got a bargain for all the other innocent kids' lives that he stole.
that's fine.
As far as you know, there were only, in the general vicinity, there were only 3 children that were taken.
Including Nori.
Well, one being Nari.
Right. So, we'll put Nari over here. With that having happened, the Fae that are milling around aren't quite sure what to do. The leprechaun, apparently while you were talking, got in close enough to talk to you, and like, you best to be going right about now, lest these decide that they can take their price as well.
Sounds like sound advice. Let's head out.
I know.
Yeah.
So, do you run for it? Do you walk calmly out? Do you draw weapons and back away? How are you going to leave?
I'm thinking speed walking.
Yeah, we should walk.
Casual speed walking.
Because if they see us running, they'll know that we perceive them as a threat, and they might take offense to that. If we draw our weapons in a sacred space, that is also perceived as a threat. So our best bet is to walk out until they chase us, and then we run.
Yeah, I think casual speed walking towards the door is a good idea. Like you would do when a really drunk man is flirting with you in a bar.
Yeah.
I have
really
not
cool.
had this. Well, okay, I've had drunk men flirt with me in a bar, but it's different for me. I just growl at them,
I'm
and
just
they
gonna.
get turned on for some reason.
To be fair, I also growl at them.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I
What?
forgot about something, and he just.
Oh my, look at my wrist, time to leave.
Without a watch on.
Yep.
Look at the time. I must be going. Hello.
That's right, Gaia. We gotta get out of here.
Whoa.
You make it about that far before the Nuglug and the Redcaps decide, no, we're not going to let you guys go.
Run!
Run! Now we run.
Run!
Okay,
Outrun him.
let's see.
Truly like when a drunk guy in the bar is aggressively flirting with you. Follow you on the door so you run!
Grab the children, Osnari, and run.
Yep. Puts the child over my shoulder in a fireman's carry and jets the fuck off.
The Teamster actually takes care of grabbing both the children.
How nice of him.
He's got the brat boy slung under one arm, and the girl, who's pretty small, over his shoulder on the other side.
Keeping it balanced.
Be a zombie.
All right.
Whoops.
As you start to run for it, the brownie that has decided to join the fray casts a spell. And let's see, everyone, give me a will saving throw.
That's not good.
26.
I still got a 19 though.
23.
Okay. You see, the 23 is enough that you know which direction you came in. The rest of you are all very turned around and confused.
Okay.
Which way to go is unclear.
I'm gonna tap everybody this way.
I mean, I'll follow you.
Grab as many people as I can.
You've only got 2 hands.
I'm going to tug as I go along this way. I'm just gonna keep watching people making the run this way.
Okay. They will catch up with you if you attempt to run while you're disoriented.
Okay, then I'm going to run this way really loudly.
Okay.
No, fine.
All right. While you hear Vivian's voice say "this way," you can't really tell what direction it's coming from.
They can't see me run past them.
They did, but there's a confusion spell.
Okay, then I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna be like, hey.
But I got a 26.
Be like, please leave us alone. And then I'm gonna toss in some limes or honey or something. Let it go.
Okay.
Roll initiative.
Everybody give me initiative. These guys are insistent on picking a fight.
What did I say? It's time to go.
Steffi got a 29.
Got a 20.
All right, Tatiana, what did you have?
15.
Okay.
I rolled really high.
And
Hey Google, stop playing music. Just be quiet. I want to rename my Google.
okay. So first up is Sephi. These guys are clearly picking for a fight, though the others have backed off, deciding they're just going to watch how this goes.
Dun, 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 dun. Time to use light. Number one, I'll get as much of them in view in a line as I possibly can.
From this position, I could say that you've got 2 of them in a line. If you were to step down and inside of this wall, you could cross down here and get a number of them into a line.
I want to do that then.
Yeah, it's going to make your retreat much more difficult if you do that.
That's okay.
Because you've got to go around the wall.
But, that's okay because I'm gonna shoot him with a lightning bolt, which is 4d12 of damage, assuming it hits. Knock on wood. Pray for me. Let's do it. I'm gonna use one of my inspiration and do that again. It was worse. So,
Oh God.
I got a 17.
So it's an area of effect spell, so it's not an attack roll.
Is it not?
But if I remember correctly, it's a saving throw for them to get the fuck out of the way.
Let me look it up real quick, because that won't be super hard, and then we'll know for sure.
Yep.
Basic reflex.
Okay.
Doesn't have a number.
Okay, so that tells me what the saving throw is.
Excellent. Let me get out all of the necessary d12s to fuck up their day.
You have that many d12s? Many. Check.
Yep. Jeremy's dice bag is next to the computer. Not that I don't have my own dice bag, as you all know from last time we hung out, but his is closer. And then my d12. So it is 12 plus 11 is 23 points of damage. To anyone who didn't have the courtesy to get the fuck out of the way.
So, your lightning bolt kills off both the brownie and the nuglug.
Fuck with me now! To be fair, I feel like Sylvie would yell that out in Sylvan.
The two red caps are significantly
Fuck
sinned,
with me now!
but, not dead.
But they're here to hear me sass them!
Okay. Having just been light, let's see, Vivian's your turn.
I am going to cast Divine Lance on one of the red caps. And I got an 18.
18 misses. Oh, bless you, leveled up. So that's a 20, so it's going to hit.
Okay, and then I got a 5 to hit.
Damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Any other actions?
Nope.
Okay. All right. Red caps, having just been zorched by Sephi, are going to charge her. Miss. Hit. Miss. Okay.
How much damage we looking at?
17 points.
Ooh!
Those scythes of theirs are ultra sharp, and they just love blood. They don't even have much.
Got him. They smack me, and they're disappointed because I do not bleed. I just poof a bunch of leaves in their face.
All right, Tatiana, your turn. I think this is an appropriate moment.
Yeah, but what if I catch Sephi in the blast?
You
Like
won't.
only if you set your blast pretty much the center on the lower dead guy, she's out of radius.
Alright. Leg out!
Olivia.
So you've got to get a nat 1 to get her into your blast radius. And even then, I'll be rolling a where did it actually land?
23.
23. Okay. Roll me some 6s.
Alright. Hold up.
Not level 5.
4, 7, 8, 9 plus 9. 18 points of damage.
Say 18 points.
Yes.
Okay.
Fireball!
Neither one of them managed to get a saving throw.
May I hope.
So
8 damage.
I'm trying to do math now.
Phew, 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 phew. Dead. They did.
Hummy, hummy, ha!
Not quite dead, but severely hurt. Okay, Tatiana. Nari, being rather pissed about this whole situation, pulls out her wand of magic missiles and takes some shots at these guys. Hitting each of them with another magic missile. The human continues to back away into the cave with the children to get them out of the line of fire. Back up to the top of the round with Sephi. The two red caps are very heavily injured.
I'm going to shoot them with an electric arc, which should be able to hit 2 people.
Okay?
Assuming it doesn't just shit the can, which I think it might have. I got a 14.
14 is not enough to hit.
That is pretty much all I can do, unfortunately. So, it was a very valiant effort on the behalf of Steffi.
Don't you have a hand weapon you could stab them with?
I do. Do I need to equip it first?
That was one.
We're gonna allow
How
me
many
to...
actions was that spell?
2.
Oh, yeah, you would have to equip.
Yeah, so I'm like, I don't have it actively in my hand, so...
Okay.
Shit out of luck, it seems. It's fine.
Yes.
I have faith in my crewmates. You guys got this. Don't let me die. It's all good.
All right, Vivian, your turn.
I am going to cast harm on. Actually, I'm just gonna cast guidance on Tatiana.
It's their turn next.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Divine Lance.
Make
I
up
got
your mind.
a 28 or 26.
Hit.
Yep. And then I got a 4 damage.
So, the Divine Lance, she manages to finish off one of them. The other one, let's see, it's his turn. How's his morale? Having seen the mass carnage that that you guys are creating, he is going to take a fainting swing. This is more intended to back Sephi off than to actually attack. So he's pretty much telegraphing a blow, which misses, and he makes a run for it.
Bye, bye, bye.
Now he makes it as far as the pool, and it looks like he's aiming to dive in. Tatiana, what do you? Oh, you're not there.
I love smoke effect with the hookah, and if that makes me basic, that's okay, but I just love it. I love the cinematic effect of the hookah smoke.
Well, we'll step over Tatiana for the moment. Nari will shoot her bow and stab the running away red cap in the back.
Rognari staff.
Yep. Which is enough, just enough, to kill him too. As he was going to jump into the pool, but instead does a belly flop with a couple of arrows sticking out of his back.
Belly flop!
E choice.
Also, who's ready for the polar plunge on New Year's Day? Not it.
I was saying, see, we don't do that up here in Colorado because there's no warm spot to go to afterwards. At least I don't.
No, some people do.
At least I don't. I don't got no warm spot to go afterwards.
I have done it.
Yeah, speaking of, there's a snowstorm going on outside here, and it just blew a bunch of windows in my house open while we were sitting here.
Prove it.
The wind is outside.
I'd have to take the
loud.
camera to the craft room, and I don't think the cord goes that far.
Get your phone. At least.
Jeremy said he closed them all, but
Prove it.
apparently it knocked the
Jeremy!
windows open.
Jeremy, prove it.
Jeremy, they're saying for you to prove it.
Just me. I'm the only one saying prove it.
He says he can't because he closed the windows.
Whatever, then step outside, Jeremy.
Be fair, actually, I can probably take a picture outside of my window. Hey, Lev. You mind taking a picture outside the window of this sneer
You
and sending
have
it to me?
Successfully negotiated with the Krampus to get your friend back. And both of the children. Even if that merchant who thought his money could buy him happiness or whatever, or buy his way out of things,
Bad dad, anyway.
he's screwed.
Thank you for giving this to me, Patrick. Me and my daddy issues.
Oof.
Merry Christmas to me.
All right. You are now able to exit out of the cave and into the woods beyond. When the leprechaun and the brownie are no longer sitting there, and when you turn around, the cave entrance isn't there either.
Hello?
I'm double checking. Yes, you still do have your friend and the children.
That's all that really matters.
I just snatched Nari into a grab hold and I'm just like, you're never leaving my side.
Sounds alright.
The girl, while she was scared, she seems strengthened.
Okay.
The boy seems more traumatized. What he experienced in the Krampus's cave, he's not able to talk about. But I'm going with a scared straight kind of thing. Also seeing that his father's attempt to buy his freedom just cost him his life. This boy may change his outlook on life. Or he might become a more horrible human being. We have no way of knowing, not for now.
Like any good childhood trauma, you don't know how the outcome's going to be till the person's an adult.
Yep. And there you go. Your treasure for today is Nari.
Oh. Yay! We got the Nari back.
We got a Nari Black!
Oh my name is Tia Sandra, and I'm so glad you're safe. Don't ever fucking leave my side again!
I do hope that twig was not like the coolest thing ever, but I had no idea what it did, so...
I don't remember either, so it made me not have to make something up.
Hey! Everyone wins this Christmas. Even the GM.
I don't have it in my notes, but I vaguely remember giving it to you.
Yeah. All worked out.
Yep.
Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
All right, that's our Christmas episode. Woo! Returning the children to the wagon, the teamster tells the story of what happened to the merchant, and he takes over as the leader of their merchant caravan and the guardian of the two children. Because obviously the children are going to inherit the merchant's possessions, but they've got no use for them at the moment.
He's like their ward or whatever, or not ward, but their
Regent.
yeah, that one.
That word.
Yep. for.
So, I will have to calculate the experience. You
Yay!
do get experience both for any way in which you remove or defeat an obstacle. So, having throwing the lime to the dryad that she accidentally catches, it's like, fuck, now I have to be on your side. God damn it. That qualifies as defeating, removing an obstacle,
It worked.
overcoming a thing.
She took the other one.
I agree.
Uh-huh.
So,
And getting the other guys to leave with the other citrus and honey. Getting the leprechaun to give you advice, and all you had to do is trade a good bottle of whiskey.
Not that advice was horribly useful, but it could have been. You never know. It was a good ace in the corner hole.
what would happen if we did that?
If you had said that you were going to call in the Baba Yaga, this is the nuclear option. She would have come in if you actually said her name 3 times. She would have shown up to judge the case. But she would judge the case based on the phase rules, which are not always what we consider just.
Oh, it's a good thing we didn't need her.
Yep, both turned out.
You might have lost in the case of Nari. Because, yes, Nari is still childlike and is kind of naughty.
Very naughty.
No,
But the little blonde girl,
Don't make a sad face. She's in the kitchen. She hears you.
Oh.
the little blonde girl definitely did not qualify in any realm. Yes, she was a child, but
She was not naughty.
She was not naughty.
Tell
And
Nari
still-
that she means the world to me. She didn't hear my sweet confession of she means the world to me.
She didn't earlier, but Nari, Sephi wanted to beg for your life by saying that you meant the world to her.
Aww.
She goes, "Aww."
Oh. Yay!
But the Krampus is a pervert, and so did give Nari a switching.
Ja!
I don't think she probably disliked it.
Huh.
If Nari is anything like Luna.
Ah!
Facts.
See?
And if Krampus is anything like me,
Yeah.
there might have been a warm-up,
It was
I doubt
in,
she didn't. If anything, Nari's like, can I got the Krampus's phone number? Can we go back? Occasionally
Child's
visit
play.
some weekends?
Child's play.
dear God, no. Go back to bed. You fucking
All right,
perv.
everybody. Thank you for another great game.
It was super
Thank
fun.
you.
Merry Christmas, y'all. I hope you have a happy one.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So for all of our viewers, I hope you have a happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, blessed solstice and Yule, all of the fabulous things. You guys are wonderful. Thanks for tuning in for another lovely evening. I'm going to take some really cute pictures in this really cute outfit I created this evening. And if you want to know more about that, you can hit up that OnlyFans or whatever in that link in that bio on them things. Otherwise, DM me if you want more info. We will catch you guys. I will catch you guys tomorrow night, 5 p.m. Central Standard Time for more Pathfinder as my Dompier character, Violet. And otherwise, we will see you guys next Tuesday, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, our new time frame. I hope you guys have a wonderful holiday. Happy New Year. We will catch you guys later. Good night.